The orb explodes, completely filling this room with blazing, almost like radiant celestial light.
Could I use my expiring birthday 20?
Yes, you can.
That is so
For the
lucky.
second time
Oh my god.
in the span of a month, a decision rests in your hands. With a natural 20 on this throw, you look around and you don't feel this energy pulling something from you out. You feel yourself as conducting and as if you could pull it into yourself should you choose.
Master of Destiny.
You're in control of this current of whatever this reservoir of blood magic is. What do you do with that? Pod.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
The hardest thinking Eski's done all week.
I just screwed up last time, didn't
No,
I?
let
So-
Eski make the decision.
No. I want some support
absolutely
on this
not.
one.
It's
Oh,
a-
come
this
on!
is-
I like grieved
This
it
is
last
happening
time,
in the
man.
splittest second. There's no way.
No support.
You have no.
Okay.
This is entirely on you, my friend.
Give me a 50-50.
Hello,
Yeah, we were
everybody,
talking about
and
something really
welcome.
funny.
Bridges. We're D&D Boyband, a group of friends all like to play D&D Pretty Boys because apparently it's not fantasy and it's everybody's hot. My name is Jamie, and joining me tonight again are a group of heroic adventurers. First of all, we have Ben as Mercy,
Live long and prosper.
Sai as Quan,
Oh shit, hey.
Luke as Arvis,
Prosper and live long.
Eski as Pod,
Hello.
and Clued as Casimir.
Hi.
And finally, now for third month of guesting, which is quite I think, Matt as special guest Atlas.
Hello. I promise I won't be here forever. Just until we kill Razor.
Pretty much. So, are there any announcements before we begin?
Ooh, I don't know. Are there? We'll be back to Wednesday next week. And I guess we're making some updates to the channel, maybe starting from next week. We have some fun channel point stuff in the cooker, as well as some emotes. So, yeah, watch out for them. And also, we do actually have updated info box cards now. So now you know what Mean Naliska looks like and things, and Goat and all that. So that should be working, I hope.
Wow.
Yes, and we very much appreciate Clued's artwork and effort in doing all of that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I guess no other major announcements.
I have a question.
Oh,
Do I get my nat 20 today, or do I have to wait until next week?
oh, that is a dangerous. Normally, it would be. Do you know what? It's the day before. If we play this session until midnight, then it will technically be.
Doesn't it only last a
Wednesday.
month?
Hero, let's go.
That's our major
Yeah.
announcement.
Doesn't
Tomorrow.
it only last a month? So I need to do it today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is
yeah.
Psyduck's birthday. So everyone send Psy your big love for her turning 22.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Psy. Yay.
Congratulations.
22. Oh, I love that. Yeah,
Happy,
definitely.
Survived another
happy
year.
22nd birthday.
Wow.
I'm not getting older tomorrow. So that's great. Time passes differently for everybody. So, I've taken the feedback from last session. Understand that some of you have issues with puzzles you cannot visualize, that there are potential physical issues with what I was suggesting, even though ultimately we are in a world of magic. It must be somewhat.
You can't just
based
hand
in
wave it
reality.
away with magic.
It's magic, whatever. Solve my
I will-
crazy puzzles.
Brandon Sanderson would be incredibly
won't-
unhappy.
Well, I'll take my cue from a multi-billion dollar company and just say somehow the bridge returned.
Whoa, somehow it returned. Top tier story selling.
You all last session descended after saving the Goliaths and rounding on Razor's henchmen, descended beneath into the Aarakocra ancient empire temple and prison in some way. For the you are aware that in the war, this was used to hide the Whirlwind Lantern away, so that the giants would not gain access to it. You're not entirely sure what you're expecting. You know, some Goliaths may be down here. You know that both of the Elven twins and Razor are down here, potentially some of her troop, but you haven't encountered any of them yet. You have been down many twists and paths. As a reminder, this temple, there are some bits which are much better preserved than others. The sea kind of washing over the top did some damage. However, the enchanted ceiling, the magical ceiling that kind of gives you the idea that you're outside, this like starlight's constantly raining down, is still intact. You have been through a couple of rooms with a few puzzles, and as you move through this next bit, you begin hearing the sound of rushing water ahead of you. As you approach the map you can see on Roll20, and you are faced with a decision. Do you go backwards? Or do you attempt to leap over, or in some way get across, this 80-foot cavern ahead of you? You can see the water rushing down below you. And if you would like to visualize what this looks like, wouldn't it have been really helpful if there was a bridge here? But there isn't.
I feel like you've picked 80 feet, having looked at all of our character sheets and determined what the various long jump distances are, just so that it's obviously that none of us can jump this.
Or if we do like a Yoshi jump, where one person
would
jumps
be
and the other person jumps off their head
Awesome,
to get
yeah.
more
Could we do
distance.
that?
Yo, that
Can we
technically
double
works.
jump?
Yeah, but then one person goes down every time.
Have we unlocked
Yeah.
double jump?
So half of us,
Yeah.
half of
So
us don't make it,
half
and
of us
the other half
will
do.
die. That is a sacrifice we're willing to make.
Okay, great. That's some really interesting character development. Please role play out who's dying.
I feel like the fact that there is no bridge here is like the worst punishment he could give us for last week. We couldn't handle the fact that there was a bridge, so he took the bridge.
He's like, no
It's such-
bridges.
Yeah, it's
See
such a
bridges
Jamie
anymore.
puzzle.
Salty DM, bro.
Yeah,
games.
absolutely. It's like, you did not want a bridge? Are your wishes my command?
Can I throw that far? It's 80 feet, right? I can't throw that far.
What's your strength
You're a
score?
fighter. You're a paladin, bro.
My strength score is 16.
What?
You don't need
so,
super high strength as a paladin.
so you in making. Okay, I'm trying to find how do you do throwing speed? Sorry, throwing. I'm googling this for the rules because obviously it's relevant here. How is?
How far can people shot put stuff, right? What's the world
Also,
record?
can
for shot
I...
put?
Unrelated, but can I have a hither staff for my birthday, please?
You know what? If the channel point system were there and somebody redeemed it, sure, but it's
Somebody
not. So
could give
unlucky.
us the stuff. It's true.
The shot put world record.
Why is shot put? That's a heavy ball. Like,
I get a
What are
javelin,
you?
right?
What are you trying to throw, Quan?
A javelin.
But like you've got,
then look javelin up, not
Well,
shot.
what's your, you've got range on the javelin.
Oh yeah, you
It's
have
104 meters.
Javelin is also an Olympic
104
sport.
meters is a javelin.
Look, I'm an engineer. You assume everything is a sphere, so we're a condensed sphere, and we're gonna get shot.
True. Where's
See, the
Gruden when
energy
we
from the
try and
previous
throw
session
him?
is continuing, and I'm glad that my map.
So what's
Like-
what's the story, DM? Can I throw a javelin that far or no?
Yeah, you can throw a javelin that far.
Do I need to roll for it?
You might need to make an attack roll if you're trying to hit something particularly with it. Yeah, and you'll have disadvantage on that roll because it's outside the weapon's range.
No, I don't need to hit something particular. Is it like what does the landscape look like on the other side? Is it all rock? Is there like soil? Is there like
Well,
what is there?
In order so that there's no misinterpretation of the environment, I have provided a map.
So
And yes, there is rock and
Jamie, you're
moss.
So
salty.
salty. So salty.
Okay, but this is like an artist rendition. Like I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know,
It's
some of
like
that
it's a
looks
rock.
like-
It's a slippery rock face, And then on the
so
back
it's
there's
slippery now. Okay.
well, like underneath the ridge, it's slippery. At the back of the stone, on the other side of the temple, there's dry stone, moss, some vines, mostly rock
Fucking love moss.
and stone.
Well, never mind then.
If you wanted
I guess-
to try to throw it and embed it in some of the wooden supports, or maybe a bit of foliage
Yeah.
that's even down there, that is absolutely something you could try to make a perception check to see if you can find something you think it would hold, and then an attack roll to embed it in that. Is what I would.
Odd
roll.
would like nonchalantly kick a pebble like down the ravine while kind of looking over the edge. Just be like, well, I guess you don't really need bridges if you've got wings.
Just makes sense. It just makes sense.
Yes. Thank
At
you.
I mean,
this time, Arvid
realistically-
is, silent and is just scrawling away. He's got a bit of chalk on a little board, and it's like just mumbling under his breath. Stops to pause, looks up, continues feverishly calculating something.
After the stone gets kicked into the chasm, Casimir kind of counts the seconds it takes, times it by 9.81 meters per second, and then tells everyone how deep the pit is and how horribly we would die if we hit the bottom. I assume
How
it's
deep
very...
is the pit?
How is the pit?
How deep is it?
How deep is your pit?
Let me have a look.
It's like sound really insulting.
Well, it doesn't times anything. You just count so many seconds. And that's
It's about 70 foot down, 70 feet into
Oh,
like water.
I could survive that.
You could, but you don't know where the
I
water
could survive
goes.
that. I could survive that.
It goes to
You
another
could
rock.
all jump into the flowing water below, see if that where it takes you.
Is it just a
Takes us to an Elden
menagerie?
Ring boss, doesn't it?
Is it just a yeah? No, you have to get in a
Yeah.
coffin for
Or we
that.
get into a wooden
But is it
coffin.
is it just a menagerie of like really oversized animals in every room? So like down there is a gigantic crocodile.
Ooh, maybe.
Yeah. So we had a big bird, a big crocodile, and then we'll be excited to see what oversized animal is in the next room.
Team, I regret to announce there's nothing in my spellbook that would help us float, fly, or otherwise get across. I mean, no, I can't Misty Step. Never mind. Shame.
I can step it. It's out of range, right?
I'm of no use here.
Okay, DM, I'm gonna knot some rope to the javelin. The rope
Yep.
which I have in my traveler's backpack. And make sure that it looks like a long piece of rope. And we're gonna hold one end of the rope, and I'm gonna try and throw the javelin into something on the other side that looks like it potentially might stick
Okay.
to.
Where's my that's rolling? So I'm not going to roll this, but I would like you to make a perception check to attempt to see a bit of matter on the other side that it's in it, and then an attack roll afterwards, and then the combination of these rolls. How many? It's going to be the weight this can bear.
Fuck. Oh, why perception, man? Okay. Oh!
2. So that's 20 pounds. It can
Never
hold.
mind.
No, make your attack roll. One spear flies across and lands in, and it kind of like the rope. You hold onto the rope and you pull it, and it kind of the spear tugs out a little bit, and you're not sure this can hold much of a weight. The rope exists. You could attempt to climb across it.
Not gonna attempt. I'm gonna look sheepishly behind me and shrug my shoulders and say, "It was worth a try."
You could always pull it out and try again if it's not that deeply embedded. We'd probably yank it
Okay.
back.
Also, thank you, Jen. Happy birthday, Si.
Oh, Jen.
Wow.
Oh shit, Jen,
Um,
bestest.
Should you all not have spells currently available, you could long rest and change them.
I have the resources to do this. I just don't know how yet.
I don't have spells in my spell book that would work for this. I mean, I have Featherfall so we don't die when we hit the bottom, but that's all I
So
got.
DM, can you describe what was below the so below the lip? Did you describe it as wet and difficult to grab onto?
It certainly looks a little damp. It's not like streaming with water, but this whole down the bottom, it's quite a fast-moving river, and it's like splashing up onto the sides rather than like coating them. I'd say it's like a semi-difficult climb.
Is there anything that we could attach a piece of rope to above us to then act as a pivot for a rope swing?
Yeah, there are like, I can't remember which way around it is. There are probably a couple of stalagmites if you go high enough off, or there's the pillars that kind of support the temple above you.
I kind of
yeah.
What, sorry?
How high are these stalag?
Let me make a roll for it. Okay. For about 16 feet above you.
I can do this. I can do this for a couple of reasons. I can jump 16 feet in the air, so that might be able to do it. And I do have a magic item you gave me, which is Frog's Tongue Rope.
It is. I did give you that.
Oh,
Yeah, the hag came in useful. In clutch.
yo, we made a good deal with the hag.
Don't you remember your secret item from the hag as well?
I remember my secret.
Yeah, baby.
Don't I just have like a card frog that gives me permanently bad luck or something?
No, he tried to give it to you. No, tried to give it to Mercy and didn't let him.
What the fuck?
So, okay.
Cool.
Are you going to leap up and attach it to a stalagmite tight? Anyone know which way around it is?
First,
Tight, they hang
Arvis
tight
is
to the ceiling.
They hang like tights, like women's
Tights.
undergarments.
Okay, stalactites.
When
Okay,
do
so-
tights hang?
When you hold them
Tights don't
up,
hang.
when you're about to put them on, their little
Yeah, but
legs
you
hang
put
down.
but when you put them on, they're on the floor, so that doesn't mean anything.
When your legs are in tights, the bottom of them is the pointiest bit because that's where your toes are, and they get bigger on the way up. They join to your
Well,
body.
when you put tights on, you feel like shit because tights suck ass.
That's true. That's so true, guys. It's true.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
So, you are
It's at that point,
jumping up.
Arvis stands up, and he stands up with his little bit of wood and his crayon or whatever he's got. He goes, yeah. I can make it, mate. Oh, I think I can make it.
What are you planning to do, Arvis?
Arvis, when you say make it, please explain to us what exactly you mean. And he's like looking at Mercy as Mercy's talking worriedly.
Well, I reckon I can make it to the other side through the air from above. With enough rope, I reckon I could find something to tie and fasten a rope to, and well, the rest of you can climb across, or we can work from there.
I mean, it sounds
If-
horrendously dangerous, but I suppose we've no choice, so...
If you think you can make it across,
And how are you going to
Ah,
get across, Arvis?
well, you see them stalags in the ceiling.
Stalactites.
Oh, I'm just gonna. Pardon me?
Stalactites. They hang.
I don't speak giant, mate. I appreciate you correcting me. It's not a language I'm familiar with. However, I do feel I can hang off of those using and he pulls out his and DM, this magic item, is it like a frog's tongue? Is it a rope? Like what's it say?
Yeah, it's a rope, but like the end is ever so slightly like ribbed, like a.
For whose pleasure?
Your pleasure.
oh my god.
I was trying to think of what the notice like the tigers are like. It's like sandpaper. I don't know if ribbed is the right word here.
Barbed?
Like a tiger's penis. Barb.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, barbs. In that case, he
It's
goes,
slightly coarse on the end and sticky.
And actually, he's never used it before, so he's gonna just approach a wall, and send up 20 feet. Sort of coils it out a bit like a whip. Does it stick to the wall? Okay.
Yeah, like you actually struggle to really wrench it off. Like you're not even sure if you could actually on just like a casual like pulling.
Right, so it needs detaching almost.
Yeah, it works the same way as one of those like finger traps. You need to push it in to sort of get it back. Otherwise, it doesn't seem to come
Right.
off.
Wow.
Okay, so almost hooking it above would be almost to sacrifice the rope without being able to get back up to it. If you see what I mean?
Sure, we can mage hand it back.
Only our monk was 6th level.
We could mage hand it, no? We could like push it back
Possibly.
in and recollect it.
In that case, Arvis explains that problem to you, and then do you suggest the mage hand?
Casimir says, well, if you can use a mage hand, I personally can't, but you're magically gifted, no?
My skills are rather select, and frankly, if I'm going to interact with things, why not use these two perfect hands that something gave me?
We could use one end like an elastic, like a slingshot, pull it back, ping it at itself, but tie another rope to the end that we are elasticking. So when it comes off, it's tied. A rope is tied to it, so we can just sort of reel it back in. It makes perfect sense. I'm sure you need a diagram to visualize this because this is an abstract concept.
I think I know what you're saying, mate, but this thing here, it's a work of art. I've never seen anything like it, and I've seen quite a few items pass my eyes before.
We'll get it back. It's useful. I certainly don't want to leave it down here, so we'll figure it out.
Well, I ain't leaving without it.
All right, deal.
Right. Okay. And DM, so it is 80 feet gap. How far out would the kind of midpoint be, if you see what I mean, horizontally? So 40 feet. Is there a stalactite like directly in the middle kind of thing?
There are on the ceiling. Are you going to try to jump and hit it, or are you going to try to throw the rope?
I feel like what he'd have to do to get that 40 feet, to get the rope 40 feet out, I can run jump 16 feet before I start falling. I can then shoot it out to 20 feet. So that brings us up to, did I say 16 or 15 feet? 16 feet, so 36 feet. Which means I'm missing an additional 4 feet potentially.
Stand on someone's
Okay.
shoulders.
You don't get a running start then. That's what you need for a long jump.
Yes. Yeah. So the calculator says that I can. My run and jump 13 feet. This is what I can do with a running start.
Yeah.
Let me think. Just calculated, isn't it?
Could we try another plan at the same time?
What's the other plan?
Well, maybe we could, just in what Juan was attempting, we could get our archery bro Atlas to shoot an arrow with a attached rope just across the chasm.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt, but I actually did earlier make arrows with ropes attached to them specifically for purposes like this. But you guys were having such a good discussion, I didn't want to interrupt.
Why wouldn't you say that?
I don't like I don't like
What
discouraging.
the fuck, man?
As a child who's about to become a victim of a blood magic ritual, we're trying to say.
You're right. You're right. I suppose I will not draw one of the arrows. I would be like, here's one I made earlier, and pull out one of my rope arrows. I mean, unless But I don't.
I'll ask you for the same checks, which is a perception check and then a attack roll, and the combined attack roll will be how many pounds this rope can support. I hope you will know your character's weight and the amount they're carrying.
Why would I know that?
My spreadsheet will tell me.
Rich from a DM who doesn't go with the encumbered rule, but okay.
Perception.
Anybody want to start using the encumbered rule?
No.
Other than
yes. Yes. I'm going to start using the food system, rations, water, everything.
I was just going to say I'm going to give Atlas the help action, so can he have advantage?
Yeah, sure.
You want to fish for
On
a
one of the
19 or
rolls.
20? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got a. I'll use an advantage for the attack roll.
Sure.
Great.
So I will roll with advantage for the attack. So that is a 24 perception.
Yep.
Then we're at standard longbow. Yeah, natural 20 on that one with the advantage.
Okay.
Thank you, Mercy.
As you fire, there's like a small bit of the wood that's kind of pushed out as a tree root has slammed in, and your arrow fires straight up into it and almost like embeds itself into the tree and almost like twists round and up to the stone. The impact forces it through, and it's kind of wedged between the wood and the stone. You kind of yank it, and it feels really secure.
Right, shall we
It was
tie
a
it
mighty
up? And...
fine shot, mate.
Thank you.
Very
I've
good.
had a long time to practice. Don't get me wrong, your ideas were very good as well. I didn't, I figured we were a second away from figuring things out if, Mercy hadn't directed things to me as I tie it up around a rocky outcropping this side. I suppose I'll go first to test if it can take me.
You're just
Well,
suggesting we walk along a single rope across an 80-foot chasm?
Well, I can shimmy along with another rope and then I can tie a second on the other side.
I was going to suggest as well, Atlas, that perhaps I should be the one to test the rope because I'm slightly more quick on our feet when it comes to potentially surviving a snapped rope.
Please be my guest if you are.
Hold on,
competent enough.
You two must be laughing, mate. Surely, I, of all of us here, am the most qualified of climbers.
Maybe.
Volunteering?
By all means, Arvis, if you'd like to.
Arvis sort of looks out over the chasm. So see, like his red eyes dim a little bit. Yeah, I don't see why not. Well, it looks particularly stable, so if you wouldn't mind tying this to me, and he passes a rope which would only be 50 feet. And we're going to need to tie this rope to, well, another rope. And he looks to you. Each anyone's got another piece of rope.
I think I have a rope. I do.
I think I do. Yes, I do.
Cool. In that case, DM, I would like to tie 2 pieces of rope together, please.
Yes. I'm
Arvis,
trusting
wait.
that given your skill set, that's pretty good with knots.
You'll want to be taking off your backpack and anything that weighs something.
That's a given, mate. Not just for the weight, but if you've ever climbed a chasm before, it's very easy to just lose something. You know, a coin, a tool. Those places just eat them up. And so he begins taking off a lot of his equipment, pouches, couple of pouches he puts down very gently and puts a couple of things underneath him to stop them from getting wet.
What does Arvis look like without all his stuff on?
He's just a ratty bloke in a waistcoat, with a pair of raggedy ass trousers on and a belt around his waist and rope tied to it. He's quite lean. He's like a very, very thin, muscular kind of build, but very gaunt, quite like a bit skeletal.
Does he have a tail?
He does indeed have a tail.
Oh, can we see it?
You can see the
I
tail.
just asked to see people's tails like that.
I was asking omniscient narrator Jamie.
Yeah, you've seen other Greek races with a tail. It's not uncertain. Although I don't know if you've seen Arvis's before. Arvis, would you have made efforts to hide it?
Yes, around the folk.
Yeah, then I would say no. But it's not uncommon.
And,
I see you've seen races in the world that have tails.
I have a tail. Yeah.
A
Have you
tail
not
to
noticed?
tail. And Arvis says, pointing to a couple of the pouches he puts them, he's like, yes, appreciate it if you kept an eye on these, didn't touch them, had them dry if need be, but no open flames, please. Thank you. And he's tied himself up, he's strapped up, he's harnessed, he's tied it across his body, and he's going to start edging on out across the rope.
Sure.
On top
So
of it,
the rope will support your weight, given the
Yeah.
rolls. Acrobatics or athletics check.
Let's go for. So that is technically intriguing. I'm gonna go for athletics.
Okay.
I'm then going to stand next to Pod with the other end of the rope.
So let me just do some numbers. I've got some numbers to do. What's this? I'm gonna roll the dice. Ignore them. It's a pretty good roll. Let's take that. So 19 plus quite a few plus 10. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Arvis, I'll do that for the whole thing. You shuffle across, taking your time, you're steady, but you are poised, you are in control. The rest of them, it looks fairly easy as you move your way purposefully across this and kind of get to the end and leap off just the last little bit. You're on the other side as you turn around and look back to the group.
And he points to the rope and just goes, "Work of art, mate. Absolute work of art." He sort of chimes out across. Just to sort of like check, now I've landed on this side, any hazards, anything I should be aware of my surroundings?
Yeah, as you kind of look to the door behind you, you can now faintly hear two sounds coming from it. One is almost the repetitive sound of metal striking rock. The other one is it's a low humming, but it doesn't feel or sound as if it's coming from a creature, but nonetheless you feel it almost like vibrates something inside you, and it puts you on edge immediately. It's almost like
In that
somebody's
case-
shaking your soul.
In that case, as Arthur's sort of staring into the dark tunnel ahead of him, he's going to turn away, and he is, from within his mouth, he's going to slightly adjust one of his metallic teeth, and Mercy will probably hear in Mercy's ear sort of the sound of like a really tinny sort of communication device, sort of like lots of, sort of like that sound of your antenna, when you tune into the radio, a lot of static, and it's very like tinny and sort of almost like a radio, a really shit radio in your ear, and you hear, "There's some sounds over here. I don't like the sound of it. Makes me feel uneasy."
would I recognize this as a spell or a piece of magic from Arvis?
You would do that. He's used this before, and this is what's this fucking cantrip called again? Message.
Message.
Hmm. Okay. I think Mercer would be kind of cognizant of what's being to recognize that it's not being spoken. So I guess he points in the direction of the arch, the way, and kind of as a question.
He replies, and you hear it again, shooting into your. And he goes, mate, you can talk back if you need to.
Well, I guess in truth, Arvis would hear the kind of changeling voice, not the voice of Atropos, but
So the voice is whispered. You do it as something you enunciate. It's not completely just nobody around you can hear it. Only the two of us can hear what we say. The around us just hear whispering.
Mercy says, "Is there something wrong? Should we continue?"
Well, I think it's something of a philosophical question.
Narrator dialogue. Narrator. Letty edits. 1 of narrator heading level. Narrator exiting narrator.
Sounds like thumping. Like something's hammering. Or some kind of forge.
Well.
Can you guys hear me?
That's the first time.
I think I might need to restart. Oh, no. No, my computer's doing some strange things. Never mind. We'll just hope for the best. Continue.
Right on. But yeah, it's safe to come across. Well, what I'll do is I'll tie my side of the rope. Pause. Comes back again. I'll tie it to something over here, and you can tie it to, I don't know, whoever needs the most help.
Are you in danger, Arvis? Was there something that you smelled or saw?
No, just the sounds coming from down there, mate. Doesn't sound good.
Okay.
Sounds.
Mercy turns around and kind of whispers this to the group, and as Apropos says, Arvis has encountered or hears something from down the way. He's not sure what it is, but there's no immediate danger. I think we should all join them as soon as possible, and as quietly as possible. We don't know what is down the tunnel.
If he's hearing noises, I imagine it would be proximity to the ritual. We'd probably expect to hear strange things down here. We could look at that as a good sign. It's hard to tell if we're heading in the right direction. Can you imagine 2 evil elven blood mages coming down all this way over bridges and no bridges alike? I suppose they must have, but, well...
There were multiple
I know.
ways.
I know. Let's just hope we're going the right direction. We don't have much other option.
I know that flying is a common magic for, advanced mages to pursue. Perhaps they had access to such magic, but regrettably we do not.
So, who's going over next?
Shall I go next?
Wait,
That's
who's
DM.
over already? Sorry,
Arvis. Just
Arvis. Okay.
Athletics or acrobatics roll for anybody who is going to try to walk across the rope.
DM, I was going to suggest to the party that rather than tying the rope to an individual that comes across, which serves one person, he's going to basically stake another... This extra rope, he's going to stake it into the ground using one of the pitons he's got. Pitons.
So it's 2 of each.
So that it's 2 ropes. Maybe people were trying them. I don't know if that's the advantage. I don't know what, but yeah, there's 2 ropes.
Yeah, no, there are now 2 ropes to walk across, which will lower the DC significantly. I want to hold on to.
Okay. Mercy, before they go, Octopus turns to the group and says, whoever is the last person should bring Arvis's stuff.
I should probably go last. I can bring Arvis's things. And he like gestures to like, you know, his plate armor and his backpack and the fact that he's one of the taller members of the group.
So,
Okay,
who's going next?
I'm gonna change shape into that of a halfling, which has a height of 2 feet 7 inches
Mm-hmm.
and weighs a base of 35 pounds. And then I'm gonna go
Big brain things.
acrobatics.
Make your acrobatics roll. 13. 13 is fine, especially given your form. It's not quite as poised or confident as Arvis. There is a little bit of teetering, and you kind of look down on occasion, but you do make it over to the other side.
Awesome.
Who's
I'll
next?
change shape back into the Atropos.
And Arvis helps you up, by the way. Like,
Oh,
sort of pulls
Mercy,
as
you,
get there.
you now hear both of those sounds.
Great. Okay.
Casimir's eyes flick down to his heels and he clears his throat and says, "Well, at least I'm fairly light. I'll give it a go." He kind of eyes the chasm and maybe thinks to himself, "I only need to make it halfway and then I can magically teleport across the rest if I have to." And I shall
Depends on how bad the roll is.
attempt to cross. Did you say acrobatics?
Or athletics, up to you.
It's not athletics, let me tell you that one.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 15.
Yeah, same as Mercy. Mercy, you make your way across, slow, steady, little unsure,
Anything you
step
like
by step.
maybe like sits the rope in the kind of crook of the heel, so it sort of
Yeah.
has a bit of extra grip, and he's like, "Oh, actually, this is fine." Yeah, cool.
You both make it.
And let's not forget our cleric on that side has guidance.
Yeah, you have guidance.
Oh, right. Well, even
May
better
God be
then.
with you.
And anime.
So, Pod or Atlas, who's going next?
I'll go before Pod. I suppose if Pod doesn't want to go next, I'll go.
Pod looks quite hesitant to go, yeah.
Yeah, you're right there, Pod. You don't look most confident.
Just remember the last time that I fell down a really big hole and it was quite painful actually.
Yeah, that was quite recently, wasn't it?
A month ago now.
Yeah. I remember Quan actually managed to do a really good job of catching you before you splattered all over the floor.
Yes, he did, yeah.
Well, you know what they say. Something about things going better a second time. I don't know. I start going. What's a better role for me? Acrobatics. Let's go for that. 24.
24, absolutely. Atlas, you make it across. And even though the ropes are a little bit straining under, Goliath form, you make it across, no issue.
I'm fairly atrophied from being dead for a while. I probably don't have that much liquid
True.
left in me.
Pod. All of you, by the way, when you get to the other side, you hear and feel the same thing.
If Pod is hesitating to step up, Quan is kind of gonna walk up next to him and put his hand on his shoulder and say, "It'll be fine. Don't worry, Pod. I know it's a bit worrying, but we're right here. You just have to
Right
make it
here
through."
to do what exactly if I was to fall?
Catch you.
Thinks about it for a second and he's like,
"We'll drag you up."
Pray for
Cute.
you.
kind of like mulls that over. I mean, if you promise you'll catch me, then I guess that is one thing.
I promise.
is there an option to this is like a direct line to Oathbreak at this point, by the way.
Yeah, literally breaking that promise.
Disgustingly wholesome. I can't believe this.
I would never let you fall, Pod.
Oh,
Well, I'm convinced. So I'm sure Pod would be equally convinced. Okay, what do I need to roll for it?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Oh, neither of these are good. Neither of these are good.
Guidance?
Okay. Yeah, I said guidance myself. So athletics or acrobatics. Got a -1 on acrobatics, and I have a +0 on athletics. So that's the one we're going for. Nothing fancy. Just hoping to hold on to the rope. So just a single roll. That's a 17 plus D4.
Let's go.
It goes to an 18. With the resolute, just strengthened resolve from Quan. Kind words, very encouraging words.
just keep going. Don't look down. Shrek, I'm looking down.
Pod, you get about halfway through, and the memories of what happened before. I'm going to ask for one final roll. We have to roll twice. Just want to see what the roll is.
DM, how is the rope looking?
Kind of frayed.
Oh,
Are you trying to kill me? Is this what this is about?
Well,
Are
I
you
have
trying
to
kill
go
me?
after you, my dude.
That's true. Actually. Yeah,
when did you fall into a hole last time?
When we
Oh, wait, it
tried
was
to
to
go down
rescue
the
you
big
guys.
hole.
No, that was to rescue
Yeah.
Toad and Mercy, and it almost killed Pod. Just splat
It
on the
felt
bottom.
like 80 feet or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
And then we
Oh,
rolled like
shit.
a literal 22 on being able to catch Pod while falling and somehow transfer his momentum into sideways momentum so he didn't immediately die.
After a
impressive,
gust
actually.
of wind as well. Like there was a
Yeah,
team
yeah.
effort
You-
to keep Pod alive.
Yeah, it was.
Oh wait, I remember that actually.
Why did we
Yeah,
leave
that
our
was-
2 nice characters behind? They're the ones who deserve to live.
Wow.
Okay, so you need me to roll what? Another acrobatics check.
Yep.
Sorry, another athletics check.
Yep.
This one was a 13 plus, again, guidance, plus a 4. Brings me to 17.
17. Okay.
Go.
Really good. As you get across, you do make it to the other side, but you all look back, and those ropes, there's been a lot of weight put over them.
You fat asses. Holy shit.
I'm an 8-foot
Right.
furbog. What am I supposed to
No.
do?
Do we have any more rope?
I'm gonna take
I'm pretty sure
off
I
this
have rope in my bag.
I have rope.
backpack and walk across. It's gonna be athletics. I'm pretty good at this. So
Has anyone else got rope? I think pretty much.
Oh,
every character-
I have 54 rope in my bag.
The
Why did you
way
roll
this
the-
represents,
Uh-oh.
the rope, the arrow sticks in there, but the rope at the side of it, none of you notice it's kind of beginning to splinter and fray. And as Quan takes a few steps on it, Quan has to shift his body weight all onto one side of the rope, and that one just snaps. Quan, you reach out and you try to grip hold of the other one, but with your weight on it alone, it's beginning to fray, and you don't know how much longer it's going to hold on. With Quan hanging on there, one hand on the remaining rope.
how far is it across? Can I try and hoist myself up? on the
Yeah,
final
you think
rope?
you're probably about 20, 30 feet across.
Can we help Quan some way?
Well, say what you want to do.
Maybe
I'll give you all a round, like not a round, but if this goes on too long, the rope will snap.
shoot him another rope arrow
I
or sort of
think-
something. He can catch it, and if he falls, at least
You want me to shoot an arrow at Quan
sure,
while he's dangling there?
sure. You're a good shot. Don't fuck
Yeah.
up. Just,
I'm
just
gonna do
don't
that.
miss.
Can I, Jamie? Can
Okay.
I throw a dart
Oh, I
to
won't
like be a
miss.
handhold?
Yep, so you guys have 60 seconds IRL time, starting now. 60.
Fucking racism, dude.
Go. What are you doing? Start dart. Yeah,
Can
go
we just
for it.
Can we just pull the rope up with Quan hanging onto it?
13.
13. What are you trying to do with the dart? 50 seconds.
18. I'm just gonna try and throw 2 darts at the stone wall or like gaps so that Quan can hold on to something if he falls.
So Quan's in the middle of the chasm. 35
Okay.
seconds.
I have no practical skills.
And DM, I'd probably take a rope, one of the other 50-foot ropes, and begin tying it around his own waist.
Yep.
With fast hands, just fucking knock that shit around him.
And try to throw it to Quan. 18
And
seconds.
Quan is how 40 feet out, is he?
Yep.
Yep.
In that case, Arvis is probably just going to start
Frog
running
tongue him,
away from the edge.
Just frog tongue.
Yeah, exactly. And then Arvis is going to get a run up, and he's going to start running. He's just not saying anything. He's focused on this shit. He's going to run. He's going to literally just dive out and try and fucking spring that thing.
Okay, so you've
the
attempted.
rope
Wait,
that Arvis is
sorry.
grabbing.
Okay. A course of action's been decided, so you're no longer
dived
timed.
into the
In fact, this is what Arvis is doing. He's not going in a straight line. He is. No, straight line's easier.
Arvis is starting to believe.
Okay, Arvis, decide your course of action. You're the only person who's reacted in time. You've got this rope tied around your waist. What are you doing with the other end of it?
Are
you giving it to someone and jumping, or okay, into the ground? Cool. Arvis, you're going to attempt
go around that other bit. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to attempt to you're going to jump and try to grab hold of Quan and then swing into the wall.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to need you when you jump. Just make a grapple roll on Quan.
Okay.
You had a butt slap of guidance.
Contested
on the way
against
past.
Quan. Yeah. So I'm going to just roll. Actually, no, I'll just set a DC at 14. DC is 14 for this grapple check.
Okay, so I have +9 and plus a D4 is what that should be. 4 plus. Yeah, that's correct. So roll it. Oh, it's a natural 1. Let's put a luck point on that bad boy. Let me just.
Wait, are you getting +9
Listen.
from? Is it acrobatics for grapple?
So no, it's athletics. So I have expertise, so I have +5 in it. But then the magical infusion from Artificer, which is magical armor, you can add your intelligence modifier to your athletics rolls.
Oh,
so I'm adding a
athletics,
+4
not acrobatics.
to
Okay,
that.
fine.
So,
Fine.
Exactly. So I'm adding 5 + 4, so a total of 9 onto the athletics.
Sure.
And let's drop a dirty little luck point on that, B. Let's see where this takes us. So it's a 15. I'm gonna roll a D4 on top of that, +1, so we're at 16 there.
Okay. Quan, how do you react to this? You see Arvis slam the one end of the rope in, tie it around himself, and just like leaps forward at you, and you see the rope fraying above you, and he kind of like comes in to like grab hold of your waist.
I mean, I guess I'd probably be knocked off balance of whatever I'm holding, so I'd probably just grab onto Arvis, like wrap his arms around Arvis.
Yeah, you two grab each other and you start swinging from the center of this chasm 40 feet into the wall. You're going to take 40 feet of falling damage.
Yeah, and he's going to say, fucking brace it!
Oh, can I cast Gust of Wind from my position to dampen as they're kind of swinging
It's Gust of
down?
Wind a cantrip.
It's a first level spell.
First level spell. Oh, I might be able to let you get away with it then. Strong Wind. Any creature in the line. That's range. Yeah, I'll let you. You can cast that and it'll half the damage.
I think that's worth. Yeah, I'm gonna just like I'm gonna grab the rope with one hand, and then the second hand I'm gonna have my dragon breathe a little breath into my hand and push it down in between them to kind of create like an air cushion between them and the wall.
Absolutely. So that's gonna be. Let me roll it. So that's gonna be. Would have been 31. So it's 16 points of damage instead, as you guys feel the wind pushing into you and it stops you, but you still slam into the wall, and both of you kind of crumple against it. But I'm going to require a concentration check against DC 10 to hold onto the rope or each other. Actually, Arvis, you don't need this. No, Arvis, you're tied up. Quan, this is for you. Just a Constitution saving throw to attempt not to fall,
Fall to
basically.
your death.
Alright, I can do that. I believe. I've not rolled above a 5 today, so it must be high. That's a 14.
Quan, hold on, obviously hold on, and you both, through a combination of getting pulled up by the rope, the others grabbing hold of you, and you climbing up yourselves, make it to the other side, battered and bruised.
And how much damage was that? Bludgeoning?
16.
Damn, son.
And now that you're all
obviously.
over on this side, obviously taking breathing to each other, but you hear off in the distance that kind of, occasional interrupting or like rhythmic sound of metal hitting stone, but also that rumbling that probably feels ever so slightly different to each of you. But no matter who feels it, feels like that core of you is shaking.
Well, thank you, Arvis. That was incredibly heroic of you. I appreciate the efforts. And he kind of looks down to the ravine.
Arvis is a little distracted. He doesn't respond. He's just looking down there. You see blood coming from his mouth. He's like, I lost a fucking tooth. A silver tooth.
We could get you another one.
Nah, that one had memories, mate.
We can make some more.
Well, you have saved Quan's life by potentially doing that. That is no small compensation for the cost of a tooth.
Yeah, you're right. He good on you, mate. And he gives Quan a pat on the arm and shoulder, on the pauldron.
Quan just Quan kind of walks over to him and gives him a hug so hard that he lifts Arvis off the ground because Arvis is so small.
Another point of bludgeoning damage, is it?
And also uses lay on hands and heals you for 10 points of healing.
Yeah.
We love to see it. It's mutual support, they call it in the community. Thank you. Right, where's my shit?
You held on to
it. What is that? What are we hearing, Jamie? Spooky noise?
So those of you with some wisdom, I think one side sounds like mining. This is what, a pickaxe hitting stone sounds like. The other side, the spooky noise, the very low drumming. It's almost like trembling. It's like a creature, some of you might hear a creature growling. Some of you might just hear the ground shaking, but it's a very low decibel, something that feels as if it's moving through the ground up through you and just shaking. It's difficult to describe, even to each other, but you all look around and know just instinctively from how all on an edge you suddenly are, that it's all of you are feeling it.
I check to see if there are any undead within 60 feet of me.
No.
10 out of
That there are none, or that I'm not allowed.
Well, it's not. You are within the limitations of the sensing, which I believe also has 60 feet. So it doesn't mean they aren't here. The answer is no. 60 feet within, you can't see through stone.
Yeah.
There is one exit from here, a dark cavern ahead, so that those of you can perceive an ever such slight red glow down.
I was going to ask, so magic has sound effects with it, yeah? From having been inside that one innkeeper's memories with detect thoughts when that first ritual, the blood magic ritual in the tavern was happening, is there any commonality in the sound that I'm hearing? Now Baldur's Gate has sound effects for Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. Could you make an insight check for those memories as you dig through them? I know you remember them intently, but there's a specific piece of information I may or may not give you depending. No, I know, but there's a specific piece of information I may or may not give you based on your reasoning.
Oh, okay. Well, my insight is poor, so that is 11. But if you let me make it intelligence, it could be 17.
So, Kazma, you do remember that there was something that put the innkeeper on edge before she even stepped in that room. whatever sound if it was this sound, it was a lot lower, not as loud, not as obvious.
Okay. But there are similarities, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna nod and say, if anything, I do feel a little better. This is the right direction.
Maybe.
Let's do what we came here to do. We can't waste time. Malik's already ahead of us.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Atropos
Yeah,
sort of
looking back
creep forward.
Sorry. I was going to ask DM, just like, out of curiosity, was this chasm here, was there any sign of any way somebody traversed it? They might have done normally? Was it like a drawbridge?
Yeah, now you look
Like-
around, there would have once
There's a bridge
been
off to the
winches and a bridge that would have lowered down from each side here. There are ancient mechanisms in place that have long since washed away or been rotted. But with your inquisitive and artificer-focused mind, you can see contraptions and holes and that clearly would have been a drawbridge at some point.
Mhm.
But it's no
And
longer
any,
here.
Like, any contemporary signs of people crossing? They're like any footprints, just like anything, any sign that people crossed this shit.
Nope. You're all fairly confident that whichever way you've gone is not the way that anybody else went this way.
Kind of a scenic route. Yeah, I guess Casimir will start walking into the entranceway and sort of stop halfway and turn around, almost like an afterthought, and be like, "Oh, I'm glad you're safe, both of you." Obviously, and kind of attempt to express that he is happy for Quan and Arvith, but it maybe comes across as a little bit, you know. The intention is there, maybe if the genuine feeling is not well expressed. Anyway, let's be on our way.
What did Casimir say exactly? Sorry, just repeat that for me.
I said, I'm glad you're safe, both of you.
Oh, thank you, Casimir. It means a lot, and I appreciate the effort that everyone went. And he looks over to Atlas as well. And he kind of like straightens up and he goes, "Well, I mean, it wasn't so bad, right?" Maybe a bit more optimistic than you would expect from a man that nearly fell to his death.
Well, no, I mean, you did nearly die, which would have been catastrophic for our attempts to defeat Razor, which is why I'm glad you're fine.
I'm sure Tyr would have protected me.
Really?
Well,
It's not that
Novice is
far
looking
down.
a little unimpressed.
What do you mean it's not that far? It appears down at 80 feet.
Wait, it's not 80. Is it 80 feet down?
Oh, 70 feet down? How
70 feet down. That's not that much. It's like 42 points of damage on average.
Yasmin's just going to explain what would happen to your skull, or really particularly any bone, and what the shear force would do to you, and, you know, just from the perspective of the average body, and, you know.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I'm very grateful, Arvis. Please.
Well, mate, I know. Someone like yourself, man off the cloth, wouldn't have any trouble remunerating an honest bloke like myself for the losses he incurred. Gets out some blood from his missing silver tooth in the process of doing the Lord's work. He takes a slight bow.
I will help you with that as soon as we're out of here, Arvis. I assure you I will do everything I can to replace your sentimental tooth.
Mate, you say
He's
to
like
her,
completely
really?
alien to the idea of like metal being in teeth, it seems.
And Arvis is like, he's sort of like, yeah, you say too much. You do too much, my friend. Honestly, let us think no more of it and only part way with one silver piece.
So, oh, sorry, go on.
Well, if that's yes, if that's what you'd like, that. And he like very awkwardly like goes to his pouch and pulls out a silver piece and gives it to Arvis.
That's a mystery.
I suppose one shouldn't ask for such favors for free.
Ah, free? Nah, mate. Of course it's free. We're just, just patching up the holes is what we're doing here. That's all.
Well, consider yourself soon to be in receipt of a significant amount of money, Arvis. 10,000 gold pieces, I think, once we kill Razor. Let's go.
All right, mate. Stop talking about money. You're making us all awkward. Let's go.
Long-suffering sigh. We head into the cavern.
Yep.
Was
Okay.
Mercy going first? Was Mercy creeping first, or was?
Yeah, Mercy would be creeping forward.
Creeping forward. It stoops ever so slightly downwards. The tunnel is, as you go along, it becomes darker, but the masonry work improves, is less degraded by the elements. You begin to see kind of carvings, long washed away still, but carvings that you could begin to discern various moments or Aarakocra or worshipping of Talos, occasional images of storms that you've seen, or some members of the other primordial pantheon. This is clearly getting closer to either a place of worship or just a place of importance that such events were recorded. Up ahead, probably 30, 40 feet, there is an opening, another chamber, and that kind of very like dim red light hasn't got a lot brighter, and the sound hasn't necessarily intensified either, but it's still there, always in the back of all of your minds. And Mercy, as you creep round, open up ahead of you is a chamber with multiple entrance and exits. You can count almost 8, and 5 large circular slight depressions in the ground. But you'd assume they might be with like large, 3 of them have large circular discs, stone discs that have clearly been carved, and as you look in, they appear to be hovering. Your eyes.
You were describing discs.
Yeah. No, sorry, I meant for the stream. But yeah, you travel along the tunnel, and it's slightly sloping down, and you get to a circular room with, if you count them, it's probably 12 entrance and exits on various sides. In the center are 5 circular depressions, each one probably about 5-foot radius. But these are clearly platforms that are hovering with about 1 inch between the floor and these discs. And there are 5 of them spread out across here, except for 2 of them, there's no platform hovering. It's just a stone hole that seems to drop into the earth. Is everyone okay visualizing this?
What shape are the
No.
discs, and what shape are the
Circular.
depressions?
No. So
So I get that, but that's a 2D shape.
okay.
Could you explain it in terms of feathers?
Yeah, if you just say it again.
There are there are circular holes in the ground.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
5 of them on the
Yeah.
floor of this, carved in, and there are and then there's floating stone discs in the middle of 3 of these holes. 2 of the holes, there's just nothing.
So like manhole covers in a on
Yeah,
a sewer.
I can imagine a manhole cover, except that the manhole cover was like floating in the air and didn't actually touch the sides.
So how much space between the floor and the hole and then the floating disc?
It's level.
Is there anything on
So
this?
imagine you've got this floor in front of you, and in this
Yeah.
floor, if these discs weren't there would just be 5 big holes.
Yeah.
And then there are these. And around the room, kind of one or couple of them, there is a plaque, which in Aarakocra, Orin, which I believe somebody reads, reads, "In the embrace of the breeze, I soar and sweep, above the earth, through skies so deep. Yet no wings do I bear, across the azure I call, to follow me down, let feathers not fall, where stone meets sky, and hope does leap. Speak the words that let you gently creep, For only in silence and softness shall you find the path downwards, a passage intertwined. I will copy and paste.
Thank you.
So we want to go down, is what I've got.
We want to go down, and if this is where the Blood Mage twins are, 2 platforms are missing, and
You're implying there
giant
might
holes
be-
in
Yes.
giant holes in the ground. I think we get on these stone discs.
Go down. Right, like a
Then we go down.
elevation platform, but descend, yes. How do we
A
activate them?
de-elevation platform.
Yes, a de-elevator. A descender.
Well, I've not really been one for riddles, but it says speak the words, but then it also says only in silence and softness shall you find. So I don't know.
Look, I don't want us to discount the chance that this was some sort of Eric Cochran. Is that how you said that name again? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Eric Cochran. Either way, it was just maybe having a bit of fun with anyone that doesn't have wings.
Hmm.
It does seem that way.
Like, how can you speak silence?
Maybe you clap a single hand.
When speak the words that let you gently creep. But in silence and softness will we find a path down. Where stone meets sky and hope does leap. I mean, stone meets sky, I guess, is a hovering platform. Is maybe what is that what that's meant? Hope leap.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe we just throw ourselves down the uncovered manholes and hope for the best.
All right.
Okay. Well, I do have featherfall. I could, you know.
Do we just go? Do we just jump down?
Oh, I don't think I actually prepared it today. That's a shame. Don't think it's a ritual spell.
Stone sky.
I would never prepare a practical spell, I promise you that.
That let you.
I just go step on a platform and see what happens. One of the floating stone platforms.
As you kind of gently, the stone drops away as if nothing supported it. Just and you kind of have to take a second back. It whizzes down, and then very, very slowly re-emerges up from the darkness to its original position.
Like it was falling, or like it was...
Like it was falling as if nothing was supporting it.
Right.
Maybe there's definitely some sort of command words to make it softly go down.
Yes, creep. Speak the words that let you gently creep. Well, it's a riddle, no? And the answer to the riddle maybe is the command word. In the embrace of the breeze, I soar and sweep above the earth through skies so deep, yet no wings do I bear. Across the azure I call, follow me down, let feathers not fall. Wind? Would it be wind?
Try saying.
In the embrace of
foot.
the breeze. That doesn't sound right. Clouds? Follow me down, let feathers not fall.
Can I go over to one and try and breathe on it?
Yeah, you can breathe on it. What are you trying to achieve?
I just want to see if it'll do anything different to what happened with Atlas if I breathe on it first.
No.
Okay.
Let feathers not fall. You could cast Featherfall on it.
If I had prepared that
On
today,
yourself.
I could. But I haven't.
How far down did it fall, Jamie?
You didn't see.
Okay.
May I suggest Casimir attempt to cast Featherfall either way?
I don't have it.
Doesn't matter. Do you know how to cast Featherfall?
I'm pretty sure it's in my spell book. I'm pretty sure I just looked at it earlier.
Sorry to say, guys, but my back is completely out of ideas.
It sure is in my spell book. It's just not prepared.
Maybe say the words to Featherfall.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll do that one.
With that, the runes light up around the platform nearest to Casimir.
Yes, I love a freebie.
This is DM like, oh, you're so stupid.
No, the Featherfall's the answer, but yeah.
Oh. Oh.
I
Casimir,
step
step on
out
it.
onto the platform.
Guys, we're so smart. We figured it out all by ourselves.
Yay!
It's like when the teacher's like, maybe just... So that's one of, and I guess if other, okay, do more than one people fit on each disc?
Not all fit on one disc.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Group hug.
As you all step on the disc, it slowly, gently falls, descending downwards along this passageway, kind of intermingling with, you see other ones kind of where the others presumably would go, intertwining, twisting, and slowly bringing you down to a similar chamber about 100 feet below, you estimate, based on time you've moved. And this chamber, there are 3 paths out of it. Down one, that rhythmic, occasionally broken sound of metal hitting stone. The other one, the red glow. A third one, nothing. Darkness. You might reason you could work out what down 2 of them are, and one evades you. Up to you if you choose to scout them out, or if you have a direction you wish to go in first.
Wait, the mining sounds? Did you...
Yep.
One of them was more mining
One of them
sounds,
has
you said?
mining sounds. Yes. The other one, however, has that faint red glow and that unnerving, thrumming sound.
Oh. So we feel like the active dig site should probably lead to Razor, but she went down a different one. Do we think the north and south sites were actually just connected? Kind of led to the same place?
Maybe they're just 2 separate dig sites.
Maybe.
Intertwined.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I feel like we just want to go to the blood magic chamber, but... No, I guess we could safely peek in the other 2. Do the stealth boys feel that is feasible?
Yeah. I'm happy to creep forward.
Always feasible, baby.
So, which one are you going down then?
Why not both?
Maybe we want
All
to
3.
know how many guards or who's down there in the mining tunnel in case things get ugly. What kind of reinforcements might appear?
Yeah. I think, and also how close they are to maybe discovering the lantern.
Yes.
So.
Alright, we'll wait here quietly. Good luck.
Albus, are you coming with? Or
My lord, it would be my pleasure to accompany you.
alright. We creep down the mining passage.
Sure. I'll need stealth rolls from both of you.
Oh, that was nearly a 1. Thank God.
28.
70.
Moving down relatively quietly, both of you. This corridor goes on for 30, 40 feet. Until up ahead you still hear that sound. It's really the loudest thing, but there's a different sound now. It's given with talking, occasional laughter, a bit of shouting every now and then what seems like more like blades connecting and hitting. and then there's a
Like sword on
suddenly
sword.
stops, and now it sounds like a battle.
Oh.
Ooh, boy.
Okay.
Malik and his gang.
Oh, boy. What are they up to?
Whoa! The battle. What? Say that again.
Is it just a sound you're
A
hearing?
battle.
You can attempt to get closer if you want.
Yep. Yeah. Mercy would
Oh,
definitely.
you said the word battle, did you? I thought you said battle.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah. Battle.
Cool. In that case, Arvis is probably going to quietly cast guidance on Mercy for the stealth of any whatever. And in doing so, Arvis just goes, "Hi, come here." He pulls out a little bottle, a little brown bottle, and goes, "What does that smell like to you?"
What does it smell like to me?
Do you sniff it?
Yeah.
It smells like amyl nitrate. It smells like poppers, and immediately you feel as if not that time has slowed down, but perhaps you've quickened ever so slightly.
Oh
in
my
your
god.
mind
Am
and
I
person.
high?
You are a little bit high. Yeah.
Is Arvis giving Mercy poppers? What is going on?
Yep.
Jesus. Okay.
Alone. and
Listen, we've got
giving
an
Mercy
uncertain dark
poppers.
tunnel to squeeze our way down, so I think poppers is the only reasonable answer.
Okay. All right. You probably see their face and the skin beneath it begin to shimmer and shift every now and again in a weird way, as they do when they change shape, but mostly still the human. All right. I guess you creep forward a bit further.
Mm-hmm. I need to...
You keep
All
your
right,
eyes
keep
out
your
for
old
things
self
like
rolls.
traps.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make investigation checks, both of you.
I use my passive perception instead, or just perception, just looking for things.
Yeah, I'll let you use perception, but slightly different.
Cool.
It's 21.
I see nothing.
21. As you approach, you get what looks to be another chamber opening up top, and there is the alarm spell, silver thread, on the floor.
How does that motherfucker work again? Arvis.
You break, yeah, if you break the thread, it alerts the spell caster, like very loud. They'll wake up.
But if you spotted it, you're okay,
Yeah.
I think, if you just walk around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, is it? You can just evade it if you've spotted it.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
As
Just
you both
heads up,
step
Hog
over it.
is the exact Larian companion that just runs straight through all the traps, lets you micromanage.
As Arvis will throw out his arm and Mercy stop you and point it out, and you both step over it. And looking up ahead of you, this room is strange. It's a circular room. It's clearly been used as some kind of camp. There are bedrolls strung about. There are supplies. All of that, though, is kind of lost, except as you look around it, as there is currently a pitched battle going on between 7. You kind of count 7 members of Razor's troop and, indeed, Malik's party.
There they are.
Ooh. Do you see Razor?
Is Razor there?
Razor is not there. You see Goat, you see Malik, you see Fazul, you see Bron, you see Talorin. And they seem to be fighting against a couple. There's Fazul and Bron are both fighting a single, particularly large man wearing a lion's head, who seems to be fighting them both off. Malik keeping to the shadows, Talorin kind of doing the others, and little elevation is given. Goat flying around up top, but there is no sign of Razor.
Zul can't even win a 2-on-1. Jesus.
Is can I have a quick? How are they doing in this battle? Just on like a first, maybe 6 seconds of, are they losing or winning?
You get the sense that they're going to win, but it's not going to be without losses unless there's intervention.
Not losses.
What do you see, mate? What do you see?
If you
Over
go
there.
on, other than Malik, who I don't actually think I have a token for, which is crazy. If you can go on
Wow.
Roll20, you can see what it looks like.
And this
I'll
time
move
we
you guys
pray
over.
the one shot. Sorry, not the combat overlay stick.
Oh damn!
Damn,
Oh, this
son.
is a proper.
This is
This is a proper
motherfucking.
battle.
Oh my
Goddamn.
word.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
Oh, they are not fucking around.
Oh my word.
Can we just ping people? This is
Some kind of blood sport coliseum.
Rom,
Ah, fucking hell.
Hazul. Is this the guy with the lion's head?
Yeah, I'll make him a bit bigger.
Right. This is Tlorin, and that's Go, and Nalaska's Malik's around somewhere.
I'm gonna make.
All right, and last question before I do things. Is this the place? Is this the place where they have pickaxes and are mining? Like
You can hear that comment. There's like a door here that
Right.
seems to go on, and that's where you're hearing it from.
right.
It's not here. This isn't what you're hearing on that side.
So this is presumably the dig site direction that Ray's is in.
And so Arvast asked you last, like, what is it you see?
Yeah.
There's my
Alright.
token for Malik.
3 to the west against the wall. You can see goat flying around in the low lights of the ceiling, about 40 feet now over there to the east. At the center of the room, the large human wearing the lion's mask fighting. I think that's Brom, and that's definitely Fazul with the red sword there. Looks like there's another next to him, and I guess I see Malik with, given that.
I will roll for Malik.
Okay.
Matt, you do not see Malik. I'm gonna hide this because he rolled a 30 on his stealth.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sneaky
I
cat.
am observant, but I'm not that observant. And there's a final one in the corner. I think Taloran is involved in some sort of melee, but there are several, looks like archered range combatants over on each north and west sides. But it looks like Malik's cats are, well, in difficulties.
Well, mate, what do you reckon? Our job's not really to, well, if anything, there's something of a temptation to leave them tied up here with this combat while we walk on by.
Well, I do not think that, although some amongst the group may feel more attached to them, there is a greater goal here, and for some of these, they may be on a path to their weaves ending today. And so be it.
Weaves ending.
I say we continue. I can hear the noise. I'm anxious. The plan was always to ensure that Razor did not obtain components for the ritual. We have opted to go down the north tunnel and seek the lantern. I'm anxious to make sure that she does not obtain it first and abscond.
I wholeheartedly agree, mate. You think the two of us should move ahead through this room? I think we could do it. But is there a point without the rest of us? But could the rest of us even make it?
If I were to move quickly back to the tunnel, I could probably get there in a short space of time, but we would be moving as a group. It would then be a question of speed rather than stealth.
Right. In that case, mate, we might as well have everybody up here. You go in that tunnel like you say, and I'll be waiting here.
If you see an opportunity to land a well-placed well-placed shot, well-placed stone, well-placed distraction. There's no harm in saving some of the Malik's unfortunates, if it looks like. But remember, we need you for the battle to come. Be well. And Mercy will turn around and just start sprinting off.
Easy you go, mate.
Okay, so you're not helping.
Nope. I'm running back
Okay,
to get the group.
Mercy
Oh, these
reappears, telling you, Mercy, are you just watching, Arbus, or is there anything you do from the shadows?
Arvis is watching. He's looking to see if some opportunities you develop, opportunities that would basically, if there's a one-on-one that's isolated and were he to intervene, he wouldn't necessarily be made, make himself, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to aggro the whole. What do you call it?
Boy.
I never played WoW. What do you call these things?
Mobs.
Horde.
Mobs.
No,
Raid
horde
boss?
that's it.
Oh,
You
Horde.
don't want to aggro the
You have
mobs.
loaded the horde.
Okay,
The
we'll
mob.
deal with
I don't
Mercy
wanna
then.
aggro them.
Mercy runs back after 3-4 minutes of being gone, and Mercy, you're back, filling the party.
Well,
Okay. We have come upon... I must be quick. We've come upon a battle. Malik and his group are there fighting what seems to be minions of Razor. We have located what we think is the source of the mining, but I think now it is a question of reaching the Whirlwind Lantern excavation site before Razor does. And I do not think we should stop to assist Malik and his group.
well, not the ritual. Are we leaving? But child, the Goliath child that was taken down there.
No, we didn't hear, or it's possible that it's the other way, but
Well, it's probably that one, no? And he kind of notions to the one that's sounding bassy and weird.
Should we check out the mining sound tunnels? Maybe the Goliath child was taken there. If you didn't see one in the room,
That was the mining sound tunnel they just looked down, right?
that was.
Yeah.
the one. Okay.
Yeah.
So we think Razor is probably further in that one post the battle. We might
You
have
believe so?
time to check out the blood magic room if the other guys are going to be fighting, and then maybe need to rest after. Ooh, I don't know, guys.
I think we check out the other room.
Because I think if we try
Okay.
to go that way, we'll end up inevitably having to help them.
okay, I'll run back and get Arvis.
Okay.
And yeah, okay. Arvis reluctantly comes and explains how he feels there's a missed opportunity here, this distraction, but he comes reluctantly.
Mercy is like, seems like there is a agreement among the party, that the rest of the group, that the chance of saving the Goliath child is not insubstantial, and the ritual could yet be prevented.
Oh, mate, say no more. I'm glad you stood firm. And I'm sure Pod protested that we leave the child.
He was suspiciously quiet, actually.
I think we showed him what's what after last time he raised his voice on the subject. It's good that he's learning those ways. Anyway, let us not delay.
Okay.
Slander will not stand. Okay.
Pod just
You guys
has
going
one
down the
slightly hot ear.
Are you guys going down the slightly spooky route?
Yeah.
Yeah. Before they go,
Yes,
I
we
think
are.
Casimir's going to ask, how bad is it, the fight down that tunnel?
Bad. I think that
Really bad?
I'm not sure that all of them will come back. In fact, I believe that it's almost certain that not all of them will come back. But Malik is, well, He is a cutthroat, and a merciless one at that.
For a
And I
moment,
think
for a moment, maybe Casimir looks regretful, concerned, and then he kind of, maybe his jaw tightens, and he just says, "If they're strong, they'll live. Let's go."
How many are there of them?
spooky
1,
room.
2. Is it just 5 of them left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is, isn't it?
Corin
Goat,
died,
Talorin.
Grudel died.
Yeah, it's just 5.
now let's go.
Roll
We killed.
Roll a d6 for me, Casimir.
A D6?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, that's how
goodness.
many-
Why?
That's how many live.
No, it's which one dies.
Oh.
I don't. Oh. 4. Oh, who have I just killed? I'm
Okay.
so scared. Who have I
Okay.
just killed?
That's fine.
No!
Wow.
Casimir, I can't believe you killed someone.
No!
Well, we killed loads of
Gosh.
people this campaign.
Maybe you have Pod the child murderer.
Put
So,
that man on Plague Watch.
moving on. Are you guys all stealthing towards the spooky side?
Yeah. We don't have pass without a trace option, do we? That was a once a day.
Afraid I am out of second level spell slot.
We used it when we
Already?
needed it. We used it when we
I-
needed it.
Yeah,
Used
we
it
did.
getting in, and I used it identifying that Malik and his goons were here.
Okay. Alright.
I am
Alright.
but a Pivy ranger with Pivy spell slots.
Alright. We're stealthing.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Normal way.
What's that motherfucker? He's here.
Wait, did you see Naliska? Did Mercy see Naliska?
Did I don't think I did. You would have pointed out Naliska to me, right? If I'd
Yeah.
seen him.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't mention
Maybe
that.
they've
I
stolen
haven't
him
seen.
someone.
Or I just didn't see him.
Like overhead luggage.
Or Malik let him go.
Oh, he got away.
Hmm. Anyway, we sneak in.
Or something more sinister. So, are you all sneaking towards the other side?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. As you sneak towards the other side, the sound of the originally gentle, but as you get closer to it, each one feels like a wave across you now, thrumming through your body, almost trying to reach in and pull something out. And all of you are deeply off-put by this feeling. And can I have a wisdom? No, a charisma saving throw from each of you.
It's game over, bro.
Just
game
Why
over.
not wisdom?
Just
You
Quan.
always say charisma.
Is Quan the kind of paladin that makes us feel
Fuck
good
this.
and not have
Not
fail saving
yet.
throws?
Not yet.
18, baby.
29.
Yeah, good rolls today.
Oh, Jesus.
Natural
29.
1.
Okay.
What is 13?
13.
Did I just nat 1 a blood magic thing? That's so appropriate.
Rip.
Who rolled under a 12?
Nat 1.
Cool.
Skin of our teeth. Skin of our
Reduce
teeth.
your HP by 1.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is
Oh,
that
10
max
pace.
HP?
Nah.
Max HP reduced by 1.
Oh, that's going to happen.
And re-roll the
see what
saving
this is
throw,
going.
please.
Oh, no.
13.
Success.
You fucking dice piece of shit.
Do it again. Roll again. You can see where this is going.
I can.
Oh god.
Oh,
I got a
no.
16 this
Second
time.
time.
Chain roll
Mercy
badly
and
die.
the rest of you kind of pull it through, but like Mercy and Casimir, you both just this is overwhelming for a second, and you both kind of cough. Rather than cough up bile or anything, you cough up this tiny little fragment of white light that almost seems to flicker away immediately.
Yo, you just lost part
That
of your
HP ain't
soul.
coming back, is it? That's a permanent HP loss, isn't it?
Maybe
Well,
not.
maybe if we break up the ritual, we can.
I'm gonna break
We can get it
open their
back.
stored jars of blood magic and consume it.
They're
and gain
literally taking us.
10,000
They're
HP.
literally stealing our futures.
Could you both please,
What the
all of
fuck?
you, sorry,
Like
make
certain political
stealth
parties.
rolls as you attempt to creep towards this? Actually, yeah. Casimir, wisdom saving throw with what just happened.
A wisdom save? Me?
Yeah.
Nice.
A wisdom save?
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
god. That 5.
5. Okay.
Fucking
So we'll start with the stealth rolls from people.
Should I roll a
So I
stealth
see 2
roll?
nat 20s. No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
You sneaking.
So 27 from Atlas, 31 from Arvis, 12 from Mercy, 3 from Pod.
Minus
One?
1 disadvantage, baby. Stealth rolls are the best. I've always played such a stealthy character.
Okay, cool. So with a 4. Now, given the time and that we haven't had a break yet, we will have a break here. And we will outcome the result of that wisdom saving throw and your stealth rolls next time as you look forward onto the map on Roll20 if you would like a preview of where you're going.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, what is this?
no.
Oh, what is
Oh,
this?
Spooky.
The orb.
This is nothing.
Guys,
This is
I
nothing.
think
good.
we found the
You-
source of blood magic.
Bro, you know I'm only level 5, right?
There's only guys here. There's only dudes.
Nah, stop the ritual.
It's only guys
Stop the
being
ritual.
dudes.
Say it out loud.
Guys
Stop
being
the
dudes.
ritual.
Who are
No,
those
that's some
boss
level 12
monster
shit.
tokens?
Can't guys be dudes anymore?
See you after the break.
just run in and go stop the
At 20
count.
past.
At 20 past.
Stop the count, stop the count.
Goodbye. Hello.
Brutal's the leader who needs the achievement, who doesn't have it. Sorry, hello everyone.
And we're
It's a
mourning
GDGP.
Brutal.
We're
They're
making back and
boosting
we're
Brutal.
making World of Warcraft related jokes like you need 6,000 gear score to do this already. Haha.
We were saying
Hello everybody.
how-
Contrary to popular belief and also my current thing, you are not fighting Melania, Blade of Mikola, who has never known defeat. However,
Where's my-
Thank God.
the copyrighted image is now gone. Apologies from software. Please no suit.
Very religious, I hear.
Is that libel? Maybe it depends if it's
Sued,
true or
dude,
not.
you're getting sued. So do we see this horrendous what should we call
so-
this?
Where are
nipple?
we?
Oh, sorry. Oh, hello, Raid. So gazing out over this huge open space, you see these various people walking around, obviously in some way protected from this. You see both of the elven twins standing over, kind of with red energy connecting them to this central orb, and this like bright red light coming from it. Casimir,
Hi.
something about what happened to you completely overwhelms you. You have disadvantage on everything for the next minute, so you can make yourself roll out at disadvantage. And in your mind, all you're thinking is, what happened to the other children felt exactly like this.
Oh boy, that's so dark. Okay, well maybe the second you see that little mote of light fly out of Casimir's mouth, he kind of freezes and sort of stares middle distance. And maybe Mercy, you've seen him look like this before, and that was probably after he had that spooky hella dream the other night. But he seems very almost sort of like frozen in place and is like slow to respond, and he sort of maybe like clutches at his chest somewhat. He's like still trying to participate but is quite clearly struggling with something.
Oh, fuck, Stavros, fuck. Casimir. Casimir,
Yes.
focus. I need you to be in the present. Don't think about the future.
Lock it in.
stealth rolls from Casimir at disadvantage.
Future, yes.
Oh.
Oh, I rolled an 8 first. And then a 2.
No, not a 1!
No, it was a
Okay.
2, but for a
So,
total
doesn't
of
matter.
4.
Quan rolled a 4. Pod rolled a 3. Casimir rolled a 4. That is more than enough as you attempt, like all of this commotion, all of this attempting to brace, you're all too on edge. And as you step forward, you begin to hear the chanting, and that feeling just intensifies. And a couple of you look down, you kick something, a piece of wood snaps. It is incredibly obvious as each person in this room, you look forward and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other members of the Ivory Forsaken whip round. The two ones at the back also kind of begin to chanting dims as they look, and they are all staring into this tunnel, and you feel like they're staring at you. And we can begin combat and initiative. And you can all put your tokens down at the entrance to this room.
Do I have
There is
disadvantage
elevation
for
on
this
this.
whole fight?
Guys,
Yes.
I think they noticed.
Yes.
Oh god.
DM, what month is it? Are we in the month that like doubles move speed things?
Only fine,
No, you're not currently. You're in the month of the Feywild. So
Yes.
What does the month of the Feywild do again?
you
May
can
I
find
ask?
very cool, nice herbs, and
We
you
pick
can brew them.
flowers. We pick the herbs.
And they are super powerful compared to everything else that you can make during this time period. And if I remind myself exactly, you are the Court of Endless Stomach. Potion making is done with inspiration. Any ones on healing spells can be rerolled during this month.
That is an important thing to know.
That is important. So.
Deception
Hey.
and performance checks have advantage during this month.
Great.
Deception or perception?
Deception.
Great.
Oh, that's a big fuck off tub of ice cream. Holy shit.
Is it big enough?
It looks like you're eating butter.
It's
Is it-
vanilla.
It's just a tub of flora.
Creamy
That's a
and
tub
vanilla.
of that's a tub of disadvantage on every roll.
That's what I'm eating. Yep.
So,
I'm
turn
eating
order
my
down. Have you
disadvantage.
guys put yourself
Oh, wait,
down?
no,
I think
I have
I'm
not.
missing.
I can't because my keyboard is
That is a
massive.
4. My turn. Wait, where's my thing?
I put you down, Casimir. There we go. So I will quickly roll initiative for the dudes.
Initiative.
You have to
There
put
we
my
go.
initiative in because my keyboard is broken and I would have
It's,
to...
it's in there already. Thank you.
Have you?
Yes.
It's 15.
You got 10.
It's 15.
Oh, I don't know why someone gave you 10.
Wrong.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Initiative, so it's a, for these two, it is a 19 and a 5. And then for the dudes, so this is Idril and Amroth Phelan. Clearly, you've seen them before. Some of you've seen in visions. These are the two practitioners of blood magic who serve Razor, and very clearly, the storage upstairs, the secondary storage. This
Can you
is the
put
main
that-
area.
What do they look like? Are they cool?
Can you-
Are they hot?
They both look incredibly gaunt.
Uh-huh.
Not like hot in the sense that everybody's hot, but like tall, very grey hair that's kind of thinning at this point. But they look like they should be younger than they are. Like some of their features are clearly just had their essence of life drained out of them. They don't look particularly vital, if that makes sense. Not for a lot of vitality in them.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be able to show their names so that we know which is which? I know. I've already forgotten their names.
I don't quite know if I can. Can I? Oh, I can add a nameplate. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is Idril.
Amroth?
Idril and Amroth. Yeah. Just don't want to have capitals for everything. Idril and Amroth. Brother and sister, twins.
Who's the brother and who's the sister?
Idril is the sister. Amroth is the brother. And then I will do the tokens quickly for these. That is a 7. That is a 5. That is a 8. That's a 15. That's a 4. And is that everything? Yep, that's all of them. Okay, so they all have initiative. Am I crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that one missing? No, that's good. Okay. And then I will arrange them. And I think we've got doubled. Oh, that's the one that's missing. Okay. 16. That's the one that's missing. Cool. Descending. So I think we have double of some people, which we'll address. So we've got 2 of Atlas. Atlas, what's your actual initiative?
19.
19. Okay, not this one. Casimir, I think. No, Quan. We've got one of Quan. We've got one of Mercy. Cool. Everyone else. So, Pod, you're up with Atlas on deck.
I'm not sure I'm on the list.
Are you
I can't see
sure?
myself
I
on
was
this
like,
guy.
I was like a 4 initiative.
I can't see.
You're currently at 20 on this one. Okay, Pod, what's your
No,
initiative?
no, absolutely not. It was a 4. I rolled a 4.
Okay, Atlas, what's yours?
19.
19. Amrod's 19. I've got Mercy at 17.
Yeah.
Casimir at 15.
Mhm.
There's another Mercy. I'll delete that. Then I've got
See it on the
Quan at
list.
5. You're
No,
at 15,
7.
which is it.
7.
7, okay. And then Arvis at 10.
Correct.
10, okay. That's okay, Casimir. I'll just let you know you're coming. Sending. In which case, Atlas, what's your dexterity?
18.
18. Okay, you go first, followed by Amroth. Mercy on deck.
Okay. I see these two blood mages, presumably the ones that killed me, and I immediately
Yes.
just let a torrent of wind take over my body. I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike on myself, giving myself plus 30 move speed, and then I will also dash as my main action, and I will pull all the way up to here.
Okay. Can you move that far with the thing?
30-foot move speed, 30-foot bonus from the Zephyr Strike, and then 30-foot dash.
Okay, yeah, quick as the wind.
Since I have Zephyr Strike, none of them get attacks of opportunity against me.
Absolutely. Quick as the wind. Kind of swirls around you, pushing on your back and letting out a roar. You run forward and you are face to face, drawing incredibly close to this, whatever this pool is.
I just get my kind of ethereal axe out. I hope you remember me, because I sure as hell haven't forgotten you. And that's my turn.
Okay, the whole turn. Amroth's turn is up. The one on the other side, as Idra kind of takes a step back, clearly shocked. Amroth reaches out. Reaches out towards you and casts Blood Boil. And I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a death knight spell.
Blood Boil. Uh, 14.
14. The DC for the success is 14. So you take half of this, and you aren't incapacitated until your next turn. Until their next turn. You take 6 points of necrotic damage as you kind of steel yourself because you know what's coming. You've seen this before. You know what it did to you last time. And even though you feel that your blood begins to ripple through your veins, whatever is left, it's not pumping, which perhaps negates some of it. But you kind of see a couple of the burst through your skin. And you are still up and moving. And they are going to move 30-foot round here. And that's going to be the end of their turn, and they're going to need to recharge on that. Atlas is up. Sorry, Atlas is done. So it's Mercy. You're up with Casimir on deck after a bandit.
Cool. Mercy will move 40 feet to the closest archer. Oh, they're carrying great axes. Okay.
Yes, they are.
Quarterstaff attacks. 1, 2. Bonus action unarmed strike. That's lowest is a 13.
13 misses.
Okay.
The other two hit.
That is 11 plus 10 for 21 bludgeoning damage.
21 damage, absolutely. As they kind of rip out their sword, and they for a single second they're distracted as Atlas whizzes past them, turn around and see you, and they're completely caught off guard as your first strike crashes them across. And this time they managed to move back a little bit further than you thought, but your follow up this time straight to the stomach and cough up blood, and they are pretty hurt. This bandit is going to go over and he's going to run over and attempt to help his friend. They do have pack tactics.
Oh.
And it's going to make a scimitar strike, so he's going to have advantage on this. That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be and a 5. That's gonna be 12 points of slashing damage as the scimitar you're completely distracted. You don't see it coming, and it rips down. Like all of you are slightly on edge. It feels weird in this room fighting.
Okay.
And
Weird in what
Casimir.
way?
As in, just it feels as if you're all being pulled magnetically towards this central thing, but it's not just you. Your like essence and soul is being poured towards this pulsing ball of red light. Casimir, you're up with Arvis on deck. After Amanda.
Okay, I am going to move to get in range of the twins. So I'm going to go maybe 25 feet. And from that distance, I am going to attempt to cast Hold Person on the lady next to Atlas. So she will feel a chill run up her spine as quite literally a spectral hand sort of trails its fingers kind of lightly up the kind of ridge of her bones and then attempt to grab the back of her neck, tightening around the top vertebrae and hold her in place.
Seeing you attempt this, she is going to cast Counterspell. You can react to that and go to count if you can do it back.
Which one's casting Counterspell?
The one in front of you. So if you've got Warcaster or Mage Slayer.
I have Mage Slayer.
Yeah, Mage Slayer. So you can. She's casting it, so you can hit her now. That's fine.
Very nice.
Casimir, are you reacting to the
I'm
Counterspell
going
in
to
any way?
counterspell it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. So this is how it works. You both lose your reaction. She loses a spell slot, as do you, and she's going to have to make the roll. And I don't know how this interaction works. I don't know if she's going to be stunned for this. Probably not.
I guess, how would it resolve? So, Casimir is...
Spell.
Yeah, I guess she casts a spell.
But I've cast the whole person first.
So the reaction is... So, given you're reacting to her casting a spell, she's still in flow as it's happening.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we're going to do it with not having it be the thing. But she's going to make the saving throw anyway, which might make this harder. It's Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes.
Fails 9.
Woo!
So she will be stunned after this.
This is going to be really unfortunate for her since she's paralyzed. So it's a crit automatically if I hit.
I'm going to then take 5 steps back. With my bonus action, am I doing anything? No, I don't think so. But Casimir's looking mighty vulnerable out there. And it's a concentration spell, so this is a bit of a gamble. Alright, yeah, all me. Done.
Okay. So I'm going to make an attack with my platinum scale edge with advantage. So does a 17 hit?
How does Silvery Barbs interact with... This is from the other one, so it's not... Silvery Barbs doesn't interact with advantage, does it? Because you've already reroll one of the dice.
It imposes disadvantage, so...
So it would just be a straight roll, so it'd be 17. So don't worry about it. You hit, that's fine.
Okay, so that's a crit.
Okay.
So that is 2d12. Hang on, slash roll 2d12 plus 4d6 plus 2d8 plus 4. She takes 42 points of damage.
Jesus.
As I try and cast it and they frozen in place, I just swing my axe upwards entirely up the front of their body.
Yeah, this like spectral hand is like holding her head in place for Atlas's strike.
Yeah, completely dissecting her in half. Like, she has no right to still be standing as you, like, literally you can see the wall behind her as you cut her open. All of your fury placed into that single strike, but something knits and reseals. She doesn't look great. It's a massive scar here, but somehow she's still standing.
Damn, okay.
Oh boy, do they have like automatic regen?
Oh, there's got to be some way to stop that.
Or maybe it's just a one-time death ward thing, you know?
Maybe.
Okay, Bandit is up. Bandit saw Casimir do that. Bandit's going to run forward and hit Casimir.
Certainly try. My AC is very high.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Could I silvery barbs?
You absolutely can, silvery barbs.
Okay,
yes.
reaction silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs.
Don't green
Okay.
clerics have
Barbs
some-
of the silver variety.
When something crits, it doesn't happen, or is it?
I'm
the other
gonna.
way around?
I realize I'm using a spin down dice. I'm gonna stop using.
Don't use that. Stinky.
15 plus 5. I think this is gonna hit, but it's not gonna be a crit.
That's gonna hit. Yeah.
8 points of damage. And a
Okay.
Constitution saving throw. As you're too focused, you're kind of moving around at this. Like strike comes in, and
Disadvantage.
Pod manages at disadvantage.
Okay, that's 12.
10s.
13. Woo! We keep
Nice.
the whole person.
Arvis, you're next. With Quan on deck.
Yeah, just try and change the tunes so they're doing something weird. This is also not what I selected.
Yeah, that's wrong with the ball.
What
It's
is
like
this?
throws random
it
shit
does
at
do
you
its own
sometimes.
things sometimes. Not this either. All right, you're gonna need to give me a couple of seconds. I know exactly which one. It's not that motherfucker. It is this one.
Hell
Okay. Right, DJing duties and that.
The sacred task.
Mm.
Yeah, also
Whatever.
can I
It's playing
pay
whatever it
tribute
wants at this
to
point.
Luke?
So these aren't any of my selections, but anyway, let's go ahead with my turn. DM, can I just ask a question about the terrain? Is this considered non-magical darkness?
Yeah, it's just a bit dim.
A bit dim, or is it dark?
It's dark. You could attempt to hide in it.
Cool.
If you lose it.
Out and about. The ones you can hear me, okay?
Yep.
The dudes that are out there and fighting us, do they seem human or?
Yeah, they all seem human. All of their eyes are glowing ever so slightly red, including the mages.
Cool, thanks. In that case, what Arvis is going to do is going to use his bonus action, take the dash action, and I'm going to go into cover over here, which is both in darkness and in cover. And I'm going to make a sneak attack because a friendly is in 5 feet. Out of these two here, which one looks the most wounded?
This is the one that Mercy hit.
Then that will be the target for a sneak attack. So that's going to be with the hand crossbow. Come on, baby. What do we got? 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And that's an attempt to roll damage. That's 20 piercing damage to that guy right there.
I see. So he looks like, as your arrow takes him straight in the neck, he looks like he should fall. He's going to make a Constitution saving throw. Succeeds. And as the arrow is in that same kind of red light, he kind of next jams back into place, and he's still standing.
Oh, shit. So this guy just got revived on the spot, stood up, right?
You'll have a fucking death ward, or is it like, do we need to?
That was a Constitution check against something.
Oh, you got like zombie endurance or something.
Is that everything, Arvis?
That's going to be everything. Action bonus. Yeah, that's everything.
This one's gonna hit. The one that just came up is Swords is gonna like take a second to save itself, then it's gonna swing towards Mercy with advantage because of pack tactics. That's a 22 to hit.
Yes, 20 anything will hit me.
Yep. That's a 5 points of slashing damage on Mercy. As you're kind of dealing with both of them, you didn't expect a threat from you. You turned, you thought this guy was done, and suddenly a pain rips across your arm as the sword slams down. Who did we lose?
Music bot.
Music
Music
bot.
bot.
It's
Okay.
just the-
Starting it.
just trying to fix it.
Quan, you're up with Pod on deck.
Alright, I am gonna move towards this guy next to Mercy. That's 30 feet. And I am going to attack him with my greatsword. So that is gonna be 2d6 plus 3. So, oh no, wait. Wait, why am I rolling damage? That's a 17 plus 6, so 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Alright, so I guess I'll just take that damage roll that I rolled. So that is 9 plus 3, so that's 12 points of damage. Is this dude undead? Or a fiend?
No.
Alright. I guess I will attack him again then. So that is a 13 plus, so 19 to hit.
19 does hit, yep.
Okay. So that is 12
It's
points
an
of damage. Yeah, 12 points of damage.
Oh, point, absolutely. The guy isn't down, but again, kind of engaged with Mercy, doesn't see you coming from, and your sword glows heavily light. Your strikes completely catch him off guard, and each one kind of almost brings him to his knees as not a lot of HP left, but doesn't seem to sometimes impact them. This one is going to run over to Atlas with pack tactics, going to make an attack with the scimitar. That's a 17 to hit, and the second one is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, they hit.
Cool. That's 4 points of slashing damage. Just double check the stats.
Is
4
the
points of pierce. Yeah, 4 points of slashing damage.
Does paralysis also make someone incapacitated?
You're asking whether or not it affects peak pack tactics.
Pack tactics, yeah.
It isn't incapacitated. No, I don't think so.
All right, fair enough.
So yeah, that's 4 points of damage to Atlas.
4 points of damage.
This one is gonna take a bow and is gonna jump on top of this and is gonna shoot at Casimir. That is advantage because hack tactics. 18 for the first one and 18 for the second one.
Yep, that hits me.
That is 3 points of damage.
Three
But a concentration
points of
check
damage.
nonetheless.
I have good con, it's plus. Oh, that's a fail. That's plus
Okay, so
8 and then a 12.
as it gets to Idril's turn, she snaps back in. She looks up and looks down at her body. Reaches in, and Mercy, only you see this. Her hand turns into like this extended red blade, and for a second you can see the weave above Atlas's head, and she goes to cut it. Atlas, could I have a wisdom saving throw?
I
Ooh.
thought she was paralyzed.
No, I just
Not
failed
anymore.
my-
Whole person
my
just failed.
concentration check.
Oh, damn. Wisdom saving throw.
I'm just a little wizard.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Hey,
you see the threads cut by this, and Atlas, for the next minute or concentration, you cannot benefit from any bonus to attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws from luck, divine favor, or magical effects that manipulate things, or from your proficiency bonus. So it's your raw skill from now on.
Okay, all right.
And unless of course you interrupt this spell. Sorry, I interrupted. Break her concentration. She is also going to bonus action. You see, reach inside, pull out something, and throw it on the ground, and the blood thing swirls for a second and then disappears into the shadows. But is going to summon a shadow next to you.
Oh my god.
That's going to be the end of her go. She's not going to move. It's going to be this one's turn up. I think this is going to run up to Casimir. Pod, you're next. Atlas, you're afterwards. Natural 20.
Okay.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
Pod, you're up.
Okay.
You've got three
What's
of
going
them
to-
dead. You just need to either kill them or kill them.
Kill them
Repeat
or
that
kill
again, DM?
them. Yeah.
Something,
I'm
something,
confused.
Kill them or
something's,
kill them.
as in something's happening when they die. So I don't know if that's something you work out or if it's a threshold you need to beat.
Pod is going
I
to.
do know actually.
Shut up.
Weird that you know. Pod is going to kind of give like a small. He's going to look out at the room and see the carnage that has started. The children on the left-hand side, and his face looks kind of stern as he raises his hand to his holy symbol, and divine angels begin to flit around him as he uses spirit guardians. Everyone's favorite.
Ooh.
attack.
I know that spell. I know that spell from Baldur's Gate.
And with a satisfying click of dice, he's going to utilize his movement speed to walk up to where Casimir is.
I feel like Spirit Guardians just became so much more popular for some reason about 5 or 6 months ago. I just
And as
Larry's
he
got
walks
so
in,
much to
you just
answer
hear the endless click of the satisfying click of dice, and the moan of sad mooks as they get.
Okay, so you're gonna go. What do they roll? Wisdom saving throws?
Let me double check all my spirit guardians at level 3 is a wisdom 16.
Okay, so that's a 19 on the dice for the first one, but the second 18. So they both succeed, but they
The
both take
creature
damage
takes.
anyway.
Okay, so on a failed save, the first time on the turn or starts the turn, and they must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage.
Yep,
so
so 3d8.
I guess I'll just roll
multiply it.
3d8 twice, and well, we'll do it once the first time. So the first one was 13, so they're going to take half. I don't know how you want to round that.
It's
That's
down.
fine. Yeah,
It's
so
always
it's-
down.
No. It always benefits the players. So in this case, it's
And
7.
No.
And the second one was 15.
Yeah, it always benefits the players is the rule. If you were taking the damage, it's 6. If I'm taking the damage, my NPC's taking the damage, it's 7.
Oh, that's good fun. In that case, the next one is also 7, I think. No, it's to be 8 because it's 15 rounded down.
8. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the rule I've heard. Not okay. So yeah, absolutely. As the Guardians begin to spin round, Casimir, you feel slightly bolstered as Pod runs through, and you see them. Each of these spirits begin to kind of tear and pick away at these 2 bandits who take a couple of steps back.
And then,
Pod,
as a bonus, wait, do I have to do something first?
no, that's your turn still.
I was going to say, as a bonus action, I am going to. Casimir, how much damage has Casimir taken?
Quite a lot.
Okay.
About
Healing
50%.
healing word at 2nd level then on
Gracias.
Casimir for a 10 points of healing.
Thank you. Sequan.
Okay. Moving to the next round of combat. Could I have a charisma saving throw from everybody, please?
Oh,
in the
no,
room.
Oh.
Dang it.
18. I assume it was below. What was the number again? I don't remember.
That's a fail.
12.
22.
Okay. All of you
11.
below 12. Reduce your total HP by 1.
Yep,
And reroll.
go again.
Oh, not this
Fail.
bullshit.
What's the DC?
Fail.
12.
Okay, alright. I'll lower it by 1,
Fail.
2.
I'm at disadvantage.
2.
This is actually really hard. Fail. I have just
Jamie-
failed 4 in a row.
Am I applying damage? So like,
No.
I'm-
No.
Doesn't
Just
it
max.
die?
Finally a success.
Okay, so if you're already taking damage, you're not taking more here. This is your max HP being reduced. Amroth is up. Amroth is going to look over and attempt to save Idril, and is going to cast a 4th level magic miss.
I thought I went
Missiles.
before Roth with my higher dex.
Sorry, you do. No. Sorry, you do. Absolutely. Yeah. Sorry, you're up.
Okay.
Actually, DM.
No, it's fine. It's okay. It's very important.
I don't know. It's a very justified, actually.
Okay, so I am going to just kind of look around, look at the situation, and I'm going to cast Fog Cloud just immediately around me.
Yeah, fair.
just like on top of me, encompassing these two, because I have blind fighter.
The three of
style.
them.
So me,
The shadow as well.
yeah, the shadow as well.
God. You're in danger.
So it is for Cloud, it's a 20-foot radius around myself is foggy.
Okay,
and
absolutely.
they-
We'll mark
they can't
that. I'll
see me.
draw a terrible circle.
I'm marking it up.
Thank you.
I'll draw you a nice little right angle.
I feel like this is a terrible black. Doing black was not the correct move.
What if you made a black circle?
There we go.
That's a circle tool, Jake.
Sounds like you have them where you want them, but you can disengage for free if they can't technically see you.
Yep.
I can.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
they have to be able to
that's
see you to make opportunity attacks.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Like
Anything else you want to do?
Yes. So in combat duration, it takes turns immediately after yours. It can move using its reaction. Dodge action. Okay, I would take a bonus. I'll use my. So I'll move away, over up to, I guess, over here, and then I'll have my. I'll have Lady Lanaya, who's perched very nicely on my shoulder, just kind of reach over and try and take a large bite out of the face of this elf in front of me.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
Does the Fred thing affect her as well, or does she still get bonuses and things? She takes her turn independently of me. She's like
Yeah. No. Then it doesn't. No.
Cool. All right.
It's a concentration, so we'll have to maintain concentration on this.
Okay. So roll 1d20 plus.
Casimir, when's your initiative?
15.
Okay.
Oh no, that's a
Misses. In the
that's
confusion,
an
in the fog, not able to see, kind of ripping talons and confusion, not hitting anything.
Yeah. But I'll end my turn there.
Okay, how mean am I feeling? Amroth is going to roll to see if he gets Blood Boil back. He does not. What's the range on this? Remind me. I don't think it's long enough range.
That sounds good for us.
What is the range on? Nope, it's good enough range.
Oh. Hey. Hey.
Womp womp.
Hey. What are you measuring there?
Hey, could Mercy,
No.
Mercy, Quan, and Arvis all make dexterity saving throws, please?
What is?
22.
25.
And Quan fails. The rest of you succeed. So you take half damage as lets out a small little ember, leaves the finger and crushes down between, engulfs in fire as casts Fireball.
Oh god.
Fuck, dude, there's no way I'm going to survive that.
Wait,
Oh, you're taking half damage.
does a 9 still
Yeah, I'm a
miss?
rogue.
A 9 fails.
Fuck.
So, Quan, you take 38 points of damage. The rest of you take 19.
You rolled good.
Goodbye.
I have 1 HP.
Unconscious. Are you
Yep.
unconscious, Quan?
Yep.
I'll roll for the
Yeah.
goons. The goons both fail. And now I'm going to
Good.
roll their constitution saving throws. A natural 1. Ooh. One of them survives. This one, however, is dead.
Like a 1 HP survival, yeah?
Yeah. No, as in, they died, but they were brought back.
Yeah.
Okay, where's
Need to
Where's
find a
the turn
variation
order?
to-
Atlas? Do you have a turn?
Yes.
Mercy, you're up. Sorry.
Okay, so I have I have 1 HP, and
You have 1 HP.
I have 1 HP.
Oh my
Is this
God.
guy, the guy in front of me,
Basically dead. You saw him
basically
die.
dead?
You're shocked
Okay,
that he
so
still
I'm-
exists.
so
This
what
is an
you probably-
abomination.
what you probably see is something very similar. And I'm going to flavor the monk's touch of death ability as this. You see like little motes kind of trailing, and Mercy's going to attempt to try and basically absorb them.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to split move that.
Good.
So, the quarterstaff, the first one is a
Both
24 for 10 bludgeoning damage.
Absolutely, both hit. 10 cracks round, and this person dies again. It's going to make a saving throw. Fails. As
Okay.
whatever magic was keeping them poor, you see that this one falls. And without the effect of the fireball swirling round, you see that the energy from this person immediately kind of leaves, a small little shimmer of white leaves, and whips straight towards that central pool of red in this in the well.
Oh, what? Okay, well, at least I get 8 temporary hit points. So for that 24, what I'll do is I hit them once and then split move over to this one, and strike the next one with that 16
Yep, hits.
for 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Still
Absolutely.
alive?
Still, well, yeah, this one's not been hurt much, and it's kind of
Okay.
engaged with Pod and Casimir, and just kind of doesn't see you coming as the smoke kind of coughing and turns through, and your whole stuff emerges through it and just cracks them around the face, and you see teeth go flying.
Okay. Bonus action, unarmed strike. I assume 26 hits.
Yes, Casimir, you're next, by the way.
10 bludgeoning
Get 'em.
damage.
That is enough to force a Constitution saving throw. 12 succeeds.
Cool.
But you see, as your fist connects, their eyes roll back. You see them leave, and then they was like something pushes them back up. Casimir, you're up. Arvis, you're next after a bandit.
Okay.
Just to check, can I just check if Quan's down currently? Just what I'm planning.
Yes.
I am, yes.
Okay. Casimir is going to. And I don't want to do anything that requires attack rolls because I have disadvantage and everything. He is going to think to his weeks of training, in fact, with the sword, and bizarrely finds himself reaching for it, and it feels quite natural. And he will make a rapier strike, and as he does, the blade will ignite with green fire, and that flame will kind of leap to the other guy within 5 feet as he green flame blades these guys. I hope these bolts can
Nice.
One of them was a natural 20, so I'm really angry at my disadvantage right now, DM. The other one was, in fact, still an 18 to hit, so
That's pretty
does
good.
Does that hit?
That does hit, yep.
Natural 20. Oh! It's an 8 on the d8 dice. So 8 plus 2 is 10 points of damage on the rapier. The green flame the blade at 5th level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 fire damage. So that's an extra 3 damage plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
so the first target, so the target being attacked by the weapon takes 3, and the other target takes 8, because that's the d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes, I've stabbed them. Am I going to Misty Step away? No, I am not. I will stay in place. Done.
Okay. Fair enough. Arvis.
How
Yeah.
healthy do these boys look,
Hello.
actually, just quickly?
Exactly.
Neither of them look particularly healthy.
Okay, cool.
They're both on their last leg. They're both making whatever saving throw I'm making to survive each round, like each instance of damage now. You notice that the couple that have lived more than twice, it seems whatever magic is stitching them together is having a harder time each time.
Cool. My turn, right, DM?
Yeah, followed by Quan.
Cool. In that case, Arvis is going to make a move over to Quan. And I'm going to use my fast hands to bonus action use the healer's kit to stabilize Quan. So Quan should no longer be taking death saving throws.
Is that a check or is that just it happens?
That's a good question. With a healer's kit, let's have a look.
You can use an action to, without needing a wisdom medicine check. Yeah, absolutely. Quan no longer needs to make death saving throws.
So Quan is at least safe-ish for the time being. Just measure out the movement again. Bosh, yeah, and that from there, that's fine. So,
huge saving Quan today.
Yeah, for real. Literally, it's going to be platinum after a silver.
Rat and shining armor.
That's the new hashtag. And then I'm going to make a... So both from the last legs. In that case, Arbus is going to grab from his alchemist pouch a bit of cordite, and he's going to just run the fuse through his teeth, and it sparks and it lights the stick of dynamite that leads into the pouch. And I'm going to throw a, what's this called? Powder. What do you call it? Blasting powder pouch. And I'm going to throw that so it lands in between these two enemies within 5 feet, but won't hit Casimir there. So it should hit both of these guys, which need to make a dexterity saving throw.
They're going to die. Do they take damage if they succeed?
Yes.
Or if they right. Either way, they're going to have to make a saving throw to try to live. So the dynamite shows it erupts, explodes, and you see both of them. The magic, whatever it is attempting to stitch them back together. One of them dies. Other one survives. So one of them, just in, like the magic, whatever it's holding, and they just falls apart. And quite naturally, given what's happened to them, they fall on the ground, kind of cinders, a couple of strikes on them. The other one, magic is holding it in place. But each time one of these is dying, there's like that thin sliver going towards the orb.
Cool.
I can't help but feel that might be relevant information.
And let me just check one last little finger. Okay, cool. And I'll probably use my last 5 feet just to get next down to Quan here and just go prone.
Okay. Quan stabilized, so that's fine. This one is going to go. They're going to be blind, so they're going to run out this way, vaguely remembering it, and they're going to take a longbow shot at Mercy.
Not the 1 HP monk.
Deflect missiles,
Wait,
come
yeah,
on!
do you have that
14?
missile thing?
That's a 14?
It'll be 14 will miss, actually.
Okay.
But
Ha.
I don't have any key points because I use them to stun all the guards.
That's
at the
okay.
beginning.
That's okay. The other
You don't
one's
need
going to come
key
at you
points to
anyway.
Deflect missiles.
You do.
You only need the key points to throw it back.
The other one's going to come at Mercy anyway. One up here,
You are
because
true.
two of them. That is 18.
Oops,
Yeah,
silvery blobs.
Silvery barbs. Okay. I'll re-roll it as if it was a single one because
It's
I have
okay.
advantage.
Save your slots, Pod.
That's a
Save your slots.
17 on the
It's a
reroll.
1.
17 on the reroll.
Well, I've already used it now, so.
That's 5 points of damage on Mercy.
You
Okay.
should be able to reduce that.
12. It does nothing. So I see the arrow
Gotcha.
coming and just sort of shoulder duck.
He's
beginning
to believe.
So odds up in a little bit, but it's Idril first. If she moves, do you get an attack of opportunity? You got blind fighter.
Silvery.
fighter.
You've got what? Sorry, blind
Oh, yeah,
fighter.
blind fighting. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to give
She is
Casimir advantage with the other half of silvery blobs. By the way,
That's nice. Okay, she is gonna run. She's gonna run this way, so she's gonna move. So you get an attack opportunity.
Cool. Right, I get advantage on these. And I will use my dragon's reaction to put lightning on it as well. So if I just roll my dexterity, because I don't get anything from proficiency. Advantage 23 to hit.
Okay. What's that DC? I can't. Okay. Shield does nothing.
Okay, so plat plus lightning plus 4, that is 24 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah. Given what's happened, as this kind of you see the sense of moving away, you slam down the claw, kind of ripping through. Again, you sense this is a lethal wound, and I'm gonna roll for it.
Oh, this bitch.
There is satisfaction because even though you feel whatever magic coming around, your strike, you know better now. You leave it in, and as the magic attempts to sew it back together, strike again and again, and this falls in front of you on the ground, unmoving.
No fucking fireball over there.
This one is up though. So, Casimir, you can take. That's a on the second one. Wait, why am I rolling the advantage? Nope. 8 misses. The shadow, however, is going to move over to you, and this does not need sight, and is going to make a strength drain attack.
No.
Atlas. Oh, 8 misses.
Yay.
Yay.
Pod, you're up. I was rolling. I think the reason this combat started so rough is I was rolling too well. Pod. With Atlas next.
Can I metagame BG style and run out of range of this guy and then run back into range to re-trigger Spirit Guardians?
Yeah, no, I'll let you.
So I'm gonna do a weird little zigzag to do extra Spirit Guardians to this guy. So it's a 16 save.
Roll your damage. So with save succeeds, they'll take half of this, but either way
Okay,
they're
cool.
taking the thing. So
Okay, so Spirit Guardians is all the way down at the bottom. Roll. High roll. That's half of 22. It's an 11.
Nice.
okay. 11 points of
And
damage.
then-
Yeah. As the spirits swirl around, they just reap in, and this thing gets ripped apart, and there is no opportunity for the magic to keep it going, and they fall in front of you. Casimir, Mercy, and Pod dead.
Then I want Pod is going to just kind of like. Actually, how far can I move? I need my
Heal
ruler tool.
Quan. Heal Quan.
That's a good question. Okay, well then bonus action healing word on Quan again. Let's have a look at what level that's going to be.
Hey, the paladin.
Save the world.
Paladin is going to have
My
a-
final message.
Is Paladin on? Actually, hold on. Before I could say the number, is Paladin on 0 or 1 point of health?
Yes.
On
In that
zero,
case, he
it's
gets-
stabilized.
In that case, he gets the maximum, which is 8 plus 5 points of HP.
Nice. And does something special happen, by the way, because of the season we're in? What's that do?
No, that's I can only
Oh,
reroll
any
one. I can reroll ones.
any ones you can reroll on it.
I didn't. I can't roll away. If something's on 1 HP, 0 or stabilized or down, I auto crit heal them. So
Okay.
it's like
That's sick.
yeah, that's
One, you are-
8 and 5. Yeah, so you're back up with 13 points of HP.
Okay.
So yeah, Pod obviously flashes his hand speaks a word towards Quan, and he kind of was bathed in golden light as he runs past the other bandit, disintegrating him with spirit guardians flying around him, and then continues to run up to. I assume that's about as far as I can go.
Yeah.
I meant to get the ruler out. Give me a sec. So that's 30. Yeah, 30 feet. Oh my god, why are they so far away? Are they okay?
Big chamber. Big chamber.
They're cowards.
Top of the round. All of you. Charisma.
No,
save.
can I use my action then to dash? Can I use my action to dash? If I
Oh,
can't do
sorry.
anything, I'll
Yes,
use
yes,
my
you
action to
can.
dash.
Yes,
Because I use
sorry,
bonus
didn't
action
realise.
reaction.
Yes, you didn't.
So I'm going to use my action to run up to. No, I'm going to run up next to this dude and do the spirit guardians to him as well.
50.
Yeah.
Oi.
And
If you can roll the
yeah,
damage, then Pod.
I will. So that was 17. Fail or
17.
succeed.
Sorry. Fail. Take 70 point of damage. Would die unless makes this saving throw. This is the first time this person has died. Succeeds.
Dodge.
So save Christmas saving throws for everybody. Atlas, you lose 2 points of HP, like max HP before coming.
20
Mercy,
points.
you lose 1. 5. Casimir.
pushes through his
I
trauma
rolled
this time.
17.
Very good. Okay, Aura's Arvis.
What's the question? Oh, shit! Sorry, I forgot to roll that. In the meantime, Quan, sorry, what was your what did you roll for your HP again?
13.
13. Cool. Okay, I made an 8, so that reduces by 1, and I roll again, right?
Yep.
And it's just the maximum going down, not it's not
Yeah,
damage,
just the maximum. You're not taking damage, no. That would be mean.
Cool.
So last
Yeah,
round.
Cool. Let's roll.
Ooh,
Lose again. Keep
It's not
going.
looking good, bruv. I'll just keep rolling and then retract it after.
last round I failed 4 back to back. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
-1.
Oh, and that's a natural one. Yeah.
Lose 2 for the natural one.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
That's success.
What have I got to see?
4 total.
Okay, cool. So that's 4 total minus. Hilarious.
Yeah. Atlas, you're up.
as I like chop down the body of the sister, can I grab her as she falls?
Yeah.
I just want to then sprint out of my fog cloud, and as I leave it, I'm gonna have the fog cloud disappear as I kind of have it coalesce.
So you're going to
around
take an
me.
attack of opportunity from the shadow.
It can't see me while I'm in the fog cloud.
It doesn't need to see you.
Okay, sure. I'll take it.
Attacks and opportunities generally do, but there may be some special rule I'm not aware of.
Yeah.
Well, it's more the creature doesn't really have sight.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
He doesn't have
That's fair.
eyes. It can see without seeing, you know.
Can see.
That's how. So for the very future, that's how I'm going to roll it. Like,
Yeah.
because blind fighter means you can't really see them either, right? It's that you
yeah.
sense where they are, and I allowed that.
We can see.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Can I hit?
That's Jesus, 2 6s. That's 24 points of damage,
Oh.
24 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
and your strength is reduced by 2.
2. That's fine.
Oh, you're the thing cutting your threads, by the way, gone. You have all your bonuses back to everything.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, as this creature leaves, you feel it almost like reach into your back and rake through, and whatever, like you're all like overcome with victory, but that's gonna hurt later.
That's fine. I'm juicing on adrenaline and hate right now. So yeah, I'll leave the fog cloud, cast Zet, and as I'm running up towards the brother, I just want to hurl the body of his sister at him to kind of obfuscate his vision as I come up and attack twice with my great axe.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I'll be like, "You're next!" and just hurl the body at him as I kind of sprint up towards him.
So glad I'm witnessing this.
Mm.
So Zephyr Strike gives me advantage. So that is 17 to hit.
Going to use the reaction to cast Sanguine Shield, as shield, like a clot of blood just appears before him. AC is now 20 for the rest of the round.
Yo, that's sick.
That's gross.
Two kinds of people.
That's fine. I will make my I'll make my second attack roll then.
Don't forget, you can
20
make a
hits.
special attack instead. So if you wanted to, you could like make a knockdown or something, or which doesn't attack AC. Up to you.
Yes, I mean I hit with the second one, so that is going to be, and then plus 1d8. Roll 1d8. Plus 7, so 18, 25 points of damage, and then I'm going to put a. Fuck it, I'm dumping everything into this. I'm going to put my dragon's lightning attack on it as well, and my strike of the storm giants. So 25, 33. And could they make a strength saving throw for me, please?
Strength saving throw. 33 points of damage total, right?
Yeah.
Still alive, just strength saving throw.
Sorry, con save.
Okay. 12 plus 1, 13.
So that is my 8 plus prof plus strength or con. So that is. Oh, because I've reduced strength, that now it saves. Yeah, so they just take the bonus damage, no other effects.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
So yeah, absolutely. Notice you run out. The first one, the plot appears in front of you. However, you're viewing your axe of lightning. You slam through it, and this time it cuts in. And it's like deep into the shoulder. You see him kind of push over, and immediately start like coughing up blood, and like barely can stand afterwards.
I'm just grinning quite madly as I like grind my axe against their clot of blood.
Okay, Amros's
Seems
turn.
like maybe I haven't been paying attention, but it feels like Atlas has 1v3'd the like twins. At this point.
And the full cloud would vanish.
Well, they don't have a lot of HP. I just think. But anyway, this one he's gonna cough.
Run.
My liege. They've come for you. And is gonna fall into the pit.
Damn, I ain't
Um,
got boss music for this.
What do you mean?
And as they hit it,
Oh,
What do you mean?
all of your minus points, the body's absorbed. How much damage have you all taken from? How much has all of your max HP been reduced by?
5.
4.
Big
Like-
fat,
0.
a big fat 0.
As the thing pulses out, you will take that as actual damage.
Yes, will kill me.
And Amroth is dead.
so I would be
Absorbed.
dead were it not for the various futures that I have absorbed from the minions, thanks to my 8 temporary hit points.
Very nice.
Are you down, Alvis?
I am now down, yes.
Alright. If we're
Okay,
not in combat.
You are still in combat. There are 3 enemies remaining. Mercy,
Wait,
you're up.
where? I thought we
You've got the 2 bandits here, and you've got the shadow over here.
I don't like that pit.
Oh.
That pit's looking mighty sus to me right
Yeah.
now. I don't get
Oh,
good
God.
vibes from the pit.
Oh.
The anus.
Heinous. That looks like a nipple to me. That's...
I run up to that dude.
Very
Okay.
round nipple.
That dude has died in theory a couple of times, so
11.
misses.
11.
Misses.
19.
Hits. Do you have to use a key point to attack with?
No. The one bonus action is free.
Okay.
But Flurry of Blows is 2.
Okay.
10 bludgeoning damage.
Fails as your strike this time kind of through, and learning your lesson, you keep going until there's not enough left. The magic, whatever it is, dissipates, dies.
8 temporary hit points again.
Casimir.
This is sick. Temporary hit points
well.
thing is sick.
We don't see anything from the pit yet, do we?
No.
This guy over here is untouched. This bow guy.
Yep.
I think I'm just gonna firebolt, to be honest. He's not seeming super threatening. That is plus 8, 16 to hit.
16.
Does that hit?
16 hits. Yep.
Okay, cool. 2d10.
Where's the shadow? I can't see it.
15 points of damage from that firebolt.
Oh, I see. Oh,
15.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Jesus. Atlas, could you roll just a perception check? I want to see if you recognize what happened in those last moments. 15 points. Yeah, absolutely. As this firebolt, as it peeks round, this firebolt slams in. You see half their face and their shoulder kind of burn and incinerate immediately. Kind of, he's about holding onto his face.
Kind of like a sharp lance of fire that whips out, kind of like a whip crack.
20
from the tip of
24.
his fingers.
24. That was the sending spell being cast.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Oh,
Arvis.
could I have attacked him when he cast a sending spell?
Yeah, absolutely. Either way, he was falling in the pit. That's what he was
Yeah, that's
doing. He was 5
fine. No,
HP.
that's fine.
Either way, Arvis, death saving throw.
Fucking mages.
Yeah, I forgot I was down. Shit. I had big dreams. Big dreams. Remind me, how do you make these? I'm a scummy little
D20,
rogue. I
please.
rarely have to make them.
D20. Just above 10
The
The
succeeds.
rules lawyer himself doesn't know how to roll a death save.
It's a 17,
Hey.
motherfucker.
Success. Quan, you're up with Pod on deck after some enemies.
Alright, Quan is gonna crouch down and sort of like smooth the wiry, fluffy forehead of Arvis, and with a golden glow, he's gonna heal him for 20 points of healing.
Hey.
Very nice.
Ooh, we're in the big league now, baby. Thank you.
Yeah,
This
I'm
one.
out now though, so don't expect no healing from me.
Oh,
This
Lord.
one is going to attempt to take vengeance on Atlas. 11? 15?
Misses.
Misses. It's going to try to retreat back here, but probably doesn't have many places to run.
What the fuck?
The shadow going to run towards Pod, not realizing it's going to take damage from Spirit Guardians. Please, Pod. It's going to fail the saving throw. Yep.
What did we learn about Spirit Guardians and Shadows in Act 2 of Baldur's Gate 3?
No good.
That's
Very
12
bad.
points of
Very
damage.
How much damage?
12 points of damage radiant.
Okay, still alive. And he's going to hit Pod. That's a 22.
Yeah, that might hit, yeah.
Okay, that's 12 points of damage.
Ouch.
Necrotic damage, and your strength is reduced by 2.
Is it not vulnerable to radiant damage?
That's a good point,
I'm
actually.
pretty
We
sure
might
they
have to
take
ignore
double
all of
damage,
that. It is. No, absolutely it is. As it
That's
runs
what we
forward,
learned
Pod,
in
ignore
Act 2
all
of
of that.
Baldur's Gate
It just
3.
like throws itself against Pod and it vanishes. Atlas, you're up. Oh, sorry. No, Pod. Sorry. No, Pod first. I'm sorry.
Kind of like turns around,
I
looks a little
guess.
confused for a second as this shadow just immolates itself in his face like, like a whale. Kind of a bit confused, kind of shrugs a bit and just then makes a
was weird.
oh my god, is this guy gonna is everything just determined to outrange me? No, I can make it. I can make it. Everything's trying. It's trying really hard. So halfway, and then I cast on the far guy. Wait, can I go directly there if I go along the rim? So like here?
Yeah.
Okay. The rim of the hole. When I did it from here to here, it was like... What's it? There's 30 foot of movement speeds? Is it? I don't know if he's like... If I can go square to actually hit him or not. I have no idea. But what's the range on my...
what's the
Let's double check the range on my ability. I'm gonna check... Where is it?
Spirit Guardians might be enough to take
No.
him down if you can get that.
Tool-
No.
If it's Tool of the Dead, I think it's...
No, it's 30 foot was the thing that I wanted to use. Which I can't. He's just too far away. He's just a fucking joke of a person who's far away. I guess just dash again and try and chase this guy.
Would
Is that in
bring
range
Spirit
for,
Guardians range?
No, it's not. It's another 15 yards. This guy's so far away. Like he's actually just like taking the piss, to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
Pod looks mildly menacingly at him from a distance.
Top of the round.
No.
Charisma saving throws, please.
Enough!
Oh my
tire of
god,
these
still.
games.
Oh, I hate this room. Can we get out of here?
Well,
Alright, pass.
I'm
pass.
tired of these games.
26.
Jamie.
26 success. Just you know the drill now. Keep going until you
Right,
get over
first.
12.
A natural
and
one
lose
is
a point.
2.
Yep.
Whoa, it's time for me to roll like shit apparently. Okay, cool. So you lose 1 point of HP for every
Fail.
yeah.
Max HP.
yeah, the trauma's
Okay,
back for Casimir,
everyone-
and you probably quietly hear him just say, not again.
Everyone apart from Quan failed a couple of times.
Twice.
I passed first time.
Nice. Atlas, you're up.
I will just kind of kneel down, look at... Is there anything left of the body left after he cast himself in?
The other one is still there.
I want
But
it.
as you're gazing in, if you're going to gaze into this, it's kind of hard to wrench your eyes away.
Bring her spell
Uh,
book.
Yeah, I'll keep her body like next, like just next to me where it crumpled on the floor. But I'll just take a knee, pull out my longbow, and try and shoot down this guy that Pod was running up to. So I'm going to infuse it with lightning. So it's 17 to hit.
17 hits.
So that is a... do I have longbow plus lightning? I do. That is 13 on the first one.
17 hits, yes.
Yeah, so 13 on the first one. 13 damage
13
on the
damage.
first hit.
Okay, gonna have to make a saving throw. Natural 20. Yep, succeeds. Still alive.
Second attack, that's a 22 to hit.
Hits.
And then that is
I'm just going to make the roll. The damage doesn't matter. It just needs to be a certain threshold. Succeeds.
Fucking hell. That's me, chums. I'm going to pick up the body and walk back over this way. Just to start making my way out of this horrible, horrible, life-draining room.
Mercy.
Okay, 80 feet. I can dash as an action. And then I will bonus action punch this guy in the face.
Okay.
Sick.
Which is 17.
17. Hits. Fails. Yeah, absolutely. As you slam this guy in the face, you've had enough, and he falls like completely unconscious. Dead on the ground as whatever magic has faded, and it is out of combat now. This room, without the channelers directly, whatever it's pulsing less, but that energy is still there, still contained. I'm not going to ask you guys to make as many checks, but I'm going to say that all of you feel that lingering here would have consequences.
Well,
so you are there. They've got the Goliath children on the corner. If you look around, they are all completely unconscious. They are all gone in the way that the people you were fighting were. You don't know what it would take to. You could try to rouse them, but the fighting or anything around has not had any effect on them. But if one of you to investigate, they are breathing incredibly lightly, shallowly.
When the fighting ends, Casimir would immediately, even though he's shaking and looks pretty traumatized, would run over to where the kids are. And if he can't rouse any of them, would probably try put one or two kind of one under each arm, maybe pick them up and maybe call back, I need help over here, someone. And just maybe indicate we should probably leave very fast.
One moves over. How many are there? 4?
Yep.
Alright, I'll pick up the other 2 then.
Can I do a quick sense check for anything undead around the pit?
What are you looking for?
Just the existence of anything undead. Any entity that is undead.
What else does that reveal to you?
As an action, you can open your awareness to magically detect undead until the end of your turn. You know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover or isn't protected by divination magic. This sense doesn't tell you anything about the creature's capabilities or identity.
No, there's no one dead, but I will say that spell latches on to like the life essence of anything, and there is hundreds.
So
in that orb.
Is it a physical orb or a magical orb, Jamie?
Yeah, what's up with the orb?
When the person fell in it, it was like a viscous liquid being pulled inside. But yeah, Pod, you sense that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of undead in that orb.
So Mercy will go up to the orb and gently tap it with their quarterstaff, and they'll also drop their put their persona, so they'll just be the kind of milky white changeling.
As you tap it, it kind of almost like slides as if it was living away, as if it was reacting to it, like pushing away from the entry point, but nothing seems to happen.
Can I try and
however it leaves absolutely nothing on your staff.
Can I try and break it?
Yep, you can make an attack roll.
Gonna like dynamite Arvis.
So I think Mercy would probably try
There
and
is-
they'd probably try and just use their fists, which have been so effective in their journey.
I'd like to be paying very close attention with a passive perception of 18 to what the hell is going on as this thing gets hit. I'll even roll, and it's a roll of 20. If that can be used for anything, just for any information whatsoever on what's happening with this weird thing as it's getting
So
beaten.
let's establish where everybody is in the room.
Well,
and what you've
I guess
done
Paul
with
would
the
have taken the opportunity to kind of walk back over to near where Mercy is.
So Mercy, is this happening immediately after the combat? You've walked straight up to it.
I don't run there. Like it probably takes like probably 10 seconds or so, but Mercy walks pretty purposefully. And
Bard goes up to investigate as soon as he realizes what the kind of nature of it is, so he would have followed up around the same amount of time.
Okay, so that's where everybody is right now. Quan, Arvis, Casimir, happy with your locations? Atlas?
Helping me
Yes,
with
sir, mate.
babies, yeah?
I'd
Yeah.
be if they need any help, I'd be taking Goliath kids out of the room as well.
Quick check in, Quan. What was your HP? I was considering giving him an item if he needed it. What was your HP?
At 13.
13. In that case, you would have received a potion of healing from Arvis.
Oh
which you could
my
have drunk to create someone.
God. Arvis and Quan, best friends tonight. Thank you. How much is that?
Ever.
Very well.
So you roll 2d4 plus 2. If you roll any ones, you get to reroll them.
Oh,
Hey?
I rolled another.
Roll
I
again.
rolled 2 ones.
Woo!
It's the one you can roll it.
Happy birthday.
5
plus 2.
plus 2, so 7.
Kind of
Oh,
rule this.
crikey.
These strikes hit Mercy. On your first one, could you roll damage for me?
Yeah.
And then a charisma saving throw.
Gosh. Yeah.
Oh.
9 points of damage. The first time tonight, a decent success. 17.
Okay. As you slam into it, almost like you're punching. Shit. What's it? Oh, what's it called if you punch? If like you touch it softly, it's water. If you hit it hard, it's
Oh.
solid.
Oh.
Cement.
Like custard.
Yeah, no, like, oh my
Oh,
god, the
yeah.
specific
Oh, yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah,
what
there's a
type of
specific
fluid
turd.
this is.
Surface tension.
It's like
No.
non-Newtonian fluid or
Cust-
something.
custard, isn't it? Like
I think it's
Non-Newtonian fluid, but yeah.
Mm.
yeah, non-Newtonian fluid. Okay.
Right, yeah.
As you slam it, it feels like it's gonna give way, but the tension surface doesn't break, and as such, when you hit it, there are kind of cracks that appear around your fist. But in your head, you feel a compulsion, a desire to be one, to be whole with this thing, that the energy inside of you wishes to leave and become one with this thing. And you've managed to hold it off. As you pull your fist back, that compulsion is there, you're just resisting it. There are small cracks and shatters within this thing structure, though.
I think Mercy, when they see the crack, they know that this thing can be broken. And in their changing pod, they turn to Pod and they say, Pod, I do not know when this thing breaks what will happen. You should leave.
He almost cuts you off with but it must break.
Okay. Seeing Pod's kind of resolute.
As he turns to the group as he says that, and he goes, What is the biggest thing that we can hit this thing with? Anyone got any of those like fancy fire? Yes. And he kind of like his eyes light up almost a tiny bit. He's like, yes, the big bang. You got any of that?
It's only 3d6.
I have Channel Divinity, Path to the Grave, which makes anything that I curse with no saving throw vulnerable to the target. It's about to the next point of damage.
You fireball it.
If you,
Very nice.
that's what I mean.
You-
Whatever you do will be double damage.
I
so...
don't think Casimir says that though. I think he's honestly like very pale and shakily trying to help two kids stand, but probably looks like he needs help to stand himself. I don't know if he's really in this conversation, but I do have fireballs. But yeah.
How much HP of his total has Casimir lost?
He's lost 7 of his total, but it's more the mental damage that he's taken.
I'd say a
still
minute has
holding
probably
everything at
passed, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'd say a
think
minute might have
Um,
passed. Okay.
Can we're not in like combat or anything, right?
Not directly, but
Can I cast a spell then?
spell magic on.
Sorry?
Dispel magic on.
No,
Oh,
can
sorry,
I cast
sorry.
a spell?
Yes, of course, yes.
I'm gonna. How big are these children? I mean, obviously they're Goliath children, so I don't want to assume they're small.
Yeah, like a teenage male, but they're quite young for a Goliath.
Like how big would you say they are? Like tall, heavy, wise.
4 foot, like 10 to 11 stone.
I am gonna cast Fine Steed, and a unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal white warhorse is going to appear, and I am gonna plop the kiddies on and motion for Casimir. Can I do that? Actually, yes, I think I can do that. Yes. It's a celestial horse, but it still has a corporeal form, right?
Yep.
And motion for Casimir to put the kids on the horse as well.
He tries, but he like limply shoves a
he
kid against the
helps
side of the
you- Okay, let me rephrase that. He picks up the children from Casimir and plops them on the horse. Can the horse hold 4 of them if they're just kids? It's a war horse.
Yes.
Okay.
The warhorse can probably manage that, I think.
So do we want the kids out of this room? I assume so, right?
For
That's the
sure,
goal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
The
guess
warhorse has a strength of 18. It's fine. You can do it.
yeah. So I will telepathically tell the horse to take them out of the room, and to come back if there's any danger.
Yeah, the horse neighs and kind of reassuringly, like, nuzzles you ever so slightly and then gallops out of the room. The children.
Just as Mercy probably doesn't wait exactly a minute. If a minute's passing, they probably carry on trying to break the orb.
So Quan is in the process of studying it. So summoning the steed then as Mercy is breaking it. Mercy second strike.
Shall I take new one or the 21?
21 is fine. Roll damage.
6.
How much damage have you done total, sorry?
50.
50. 15. Cool. Mercy, another charisma saving throw.
Are you telling everyone about
Who?
this feeling, Mercy?
So this time as Mercy you hit and the cracks grow bigger and you feel it. Mercy, you are utterly compelled with the thing to step forward and you can't help
I try and
walk
prevent
forward.
this.
Pod, you see Mercy's foot move into the thing and almost like push its way through, and that's so now you have a chance to react.
Yeah, could Pod try and undo this particular thing?
What are you going to try to do?
Try and pull it back, I guess.
Make a strength roll or a grapple check.
Which one would you prefer? The same thing?
Grapple.
Or
Contested by Mercy.
so what is a grapple check? I don't know. Is it just straight strength or
It's athletics or acrobatics contested by I think the same from Mercy,
okay.
although I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a 1. Okay.
Okay, athletics. In that case, I just need to roll. A nat 20 is what I need to roll. Yeah, there you go.
Yo.
Not 20. Yeah, absolutely. As Mercy, as you put your foot in there, I'm gonna message 2 words
God
to you
damn.
that you hear in your head reverberate around. However, Pod, you full force realize what's about to happen. Slam into Mercy, and Mercy, you are pushed 5 feet backwards, your foot leaping, and you are being held in a vice-like grip by Pod. You are currently transfixed. All you can think about are these 2 words.
Okay.
I will
think
I
about
will,
the
Pod
word
kind of pauses to his
I
knees.
will.
Don't touch it!
until told otherwise.
No, we need something bigger. Don't just try and punch this thing.
You hear from behind you guys, fire! What about fire?
Pod kind of turns around and just kind of gives you a nod. And then his eyes glow a little bit like luminous green as he points at the orb and channels his divinity. So, like, through his holy symbol, as the giant orb gets marked for death. With a
Does
path
Casimir
to the
have
grave.
that fireball out of curiosity?
Well, he does, but he's currently helping Quan with the kids. Quite uncharacteristically, actually. This is very strange behaviour from him, because he's a power-hungry maniac who had indicated he was going to go straight for the power source and steal it. But he seems more interested in helping children right now.
I'm going to guess with a nat 20 that Pod is perfectly capable of holding Mercy with just one arm.
Yeah,
and
it was a very
clasp with
like.
the other.
Yeah, I'll say Mercy's like at least now, and with a nat 20, Mercy isn't actively Mercy's attempting to get nearer, but not actively attempting to break your grip. Mercy's brain doesn't seem to comprehend he's being held right now. They're being held. Sorry.
Can Mercy talk?
No. Okay. You can say those 2 words.
Yeah, so you'd probably just hear them in like a strange voice, Pod. They keep going. Reunion. Vashnarada. Reunion. Vashnarada. Reunion.
This is FF7 now. I hope you're all enjoying it.
Oh. Reunion.
Reunion. Mother, I've had an epiphany.
Mother, please. I want another cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think before that would have gone ahead, I think Arvis would have corroborated, would have checked in with Casimir to see if that fireball would be able to make its way down. If it was on the cards.
Casimir got well, I can, but why can't we just pelt it from afar multiple times? We're saving the fireball or the counter spell for Razor.
In that case,
Why are we
Arvis-
close to it? Are you crazy? Get away from there.
Yeah.
Pod kind of turns
In that
again
case, yeah,
around to the
Arvis is
group
actually just going to. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, man.
and just reiterate. Hit it hard!
Is that in reference to fire specifically?
And it could be anything. It's vulnerability to the next form of damage. I don't pick the form.
I mean, I can just 2D.
In that case-
To all of the
You can
attack's
use a
damage.
resource for
So even if it's
3d6?
multi-attack.
Oh.
It just says the creature the thing has vulnerability to the attack's damage. To all the attack's damage.
Do you have a good second level there, Clued?
Yeah? I can...
Of any-
Scorching
do you have any
Ray.
fire type?
Scorching Ray it.
Cool.
Yeah, Scorching
Yeah,
Ray, that's
and I'll throw a couple of
66.
oil flasks on top of it before you do,
Yeah,
which
alright.
should add an
I'll hit it
additional
with 66.
10 points. Okay.
Okie dokie. Let's roll some dice then. So I guess as Quan sort of takes kids from him, he just sort of moves to the edge of the platform and says, "Alright, fine, ready?" And then again, like the kind of little whip crack similar to the fire bolts he casts, kind of bigger ones will lance out. That's gonna be. Do I have 66s? I think I can actually just roll all of these. Oh, I'm missing one.
Ooh, old fashioned.
Oh, we. Are we getting far away from that before we crack it?
21. Yeah, are you getting far away from it before?
Well, I needed to be within 30 feet to be able to use the thing that I'm using on it. And on top of that, I'm now holding a party member that wants to become one with it.
Do I
So
need to roll
I
to
think
hit
Pod's
this?
moving very far.
Nvidia symbol.
Nvidia symbol. Please.
Nvidia symbol?
Nvidia symbol,
Nvidia
yeah.
Give us guidance.
Nvidia symbol, should I roll to hit?
No, we're lost.
Tony said I could have
We're
a
not
Holy
sponsored.
Avenger Nvidia symbol.
Is that Nvidia symbol? We all level up to level 10.
And MSI gave me a Cloak of the Magi.
Well, just to keep you guys in the loop, Arvus would have run over, planted a couple of vials of oil, flasks of oil on that thing before it got hit with the flames, and would have helped Pod pull Atropos, try to pull Atropos away.
Much
Nvidia
appreciated.
symbol? Jamie?
What's that Nvidia symbol? Natural 20s. Okay. Well,
Oh. Oh, fantastic. Oh, he's gone. Sai.
Did Nvidia die?
Sai, do I need to roll to hit?
Oh,
Oh, wait, wait.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
spinning
oh,
circle.
Hello?
hello. Hello.
Hello?
Things
Oh.
are happening.
They're back.
He's back.
We're so
I'm back.
back.
I can currently hear you through my thing. So give me 2 seconds. But hello, what did Sai decide while I was gone?
Naught. But
Not much.
what? You became an Nvidia symbol. Do I need to roll
What
to
was-
hit this orb, or am I just going to automatically be able to hit a big orb of blood?
No, you roll. You have to roll to hit it.
The lowest was a.
It's not about hitting it. It's about kind of doing damage to the structure. It's more
the
an armor
lowest
thing.
Was an 11, so that's 19 total. Okay.
It has vulnerability.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's to him.
Is it back on? Hello.
Hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I
we
can
can
hear
hear
everyone
you.
again. Yes. Sorry, Chris.
So the lowest was a 19 to hit for the 3 scorching
They all
radiants.
hit. So what have you guys done? Sorry, have you all taken a step back? Where is Mercy currently?
Yeah, so how far did you drag me back? Odd Arvus people.
I mean, we've got time. We got time. So I guess we would have probably dragged back to about here, if possible, after Arvis scurries over, chucks a couple of flasks of oil on top of the, into the pit, onto the orb, whatever it is.
Okay, I'll put myself there.
That's what we've done. And then I've cast Path of the Grave on it, and we're about to light this motherfucker up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is that a damage roll from Clued, is it?
Yeah.
Which
so-
would be doubled, right? Because they are
Doubled, yeah.
vulnerable to the damage.
Yeah, so I guess just before he unleashes his 42 points of fire damage, he's just gonna say, "It's strange, I thought I'd want this more." And then, yeah, he's gonna try and smoke it, I guess.
Okay. How much? 44 points of
gets
fire
an
damage, right?
42.
Which two?
It
Yeah.
gets an
This is
additional 5 and 5, which is 10, which is double to 20, additional 20 fire damage. on top of
Yeah.
that.
Ooh,
Whatever
okay,
cracks left on it,
62.
as the Curse of the Grave is effective, as is everything, the orb almost seems to shrink for a second around the point of impact as the fire verges around it, and it seems to shrink, and then explodes, completely filling this room with blazing, almost like radiant celestial light. What range is everybody in?
Odd will attempt to put his
I'm
shield
going to
up while
assume
pulling
the,
everyone
the
back.
kids are currently gone.
If the minute has passed...
Yeah, the
and
kids are out the room.
I'll
The kids
be
are out the
able
room.
to
The kids are out the
yeah.
room. It's just
Uh,
the 3 of them near the door,
charisma,
and then it's
yeah.
us 3 close.
Farewell, friends.
Charisma saving throws from all of you.
Oh, Bo.
Damn, son.
And
Oh,
Quan
okay.
needs to roll them when. Quan?
What is it with these charisma?
Quan, I've been doing this wrong. Quan doesn't need to roll any of these checks, and I
what the
should have
fuck?
remembered that.
What do you
Well,
mean
Quan
doesn't
passed
need
them
to
all
roll?
anyway, so like.
Yeah.
You know
Can I
what?
use
I'm
my-
gonna roll.
can
I'm gonna roll
can I-
anyway, just to spite you.
Can I use
Fine.
my-
Quan, if you've lost any HP, you're actually max, and you don't need to roll this check either.
24. Just to spite
Wait,
you.
wait, did you say that I don't, or just Quan doesn't?
No, just Quan.
Okay.
Wait, I'm full HP? What do you mean by that?
No, as in like if you've lost any max HP.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, fine. You wouldn't have lost them anyway. You're surprisingly resistant to this whole thing. You're not sure what's happening to everybody else because it's not happening to you.
I'm
That
going
feels
in
like
the
a fail.
pit. 8.
Am I still muttering crazy things?
No, you come back. So you guys fail. Arvis, Pod.
Could I use my expiring birthday 20?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Wise.
What was your roll, Kazi?
11.
11. So Atlas, Arvis.
That's such a cute nickname. I like it.
There you go. Wait, Arvis, you're 17. Was that for this roll or was it for the previous one?
So it was initially 2, then I rolled 17. So I just rolled once, should I?
Yeah. Why would you roll twice?
I assumed it was the HP reduction thing, so I rolled a 2. Sorry.
No. No. Yeah, this is just one thing.
Okay.
Okay. As the orb explodes, the right way energy seems to be seeping out, making its way through any crevice, any hole outwards. And those of you who rolled, well, Arvis and Atlas, you feel a compulsion to move and go with it. Yep.
What's it called? Lucky point. That's it. I literally couldn't remember it. I'm gonna roll a
Right,
lucky
so you want to roll a
point.
17? That's your lucky point used?
Yeah, sure.
Got you succeed. Atlas, it's only you then. Oh no, Pod as well. Sorry, Pod fails.
No,
and Atlas fails.
pod natural
20s.
20.
Natural 20. Show you. Atlas, you fail.
I fail as well. I rolled an 11.
Hooray.
Yes. Both of you, through whatever that feeling was, before it's that, but magnified. Casimir, you see Mateus materialize in front of you and almost seem to vanish up the stream as well.
What's going on?
He's being
You
returned to the
both
weed.
take
Tell me how I die.
21 points of radiant damage.
I'm unconscious.
That is so lucky. That is
Oh
I'm
so
no,
on
lucky.
I'm on
two.
1
I'm on-
HP. I
I'm on-
lied.
I'm on
Pod.
2 HP.
That is so
For the
lucky.
second time
Oh my god.
in the span of a month, a decision rests in your hands. With a natural 20 on this throw, you look around and you don't feel this energy pulling something from you out. You feel yourself as conducting, and as if you could pull it into yourself should you choose.
Oh. Master of Destiny.
You're in control of this current of whatever this reservoir of blood magic is. What do you do with that?
Question has traumatized him.
Eski. Pod.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
The hardest thinking Eski's done all week.
Well, last time you let the green
Uh,
shard go.
There is no shards.
I-
There
okay,
are
well, I
multitude
screwed it
of
up.
Stream.
I just screwed up last time, didn't
No,
I?
let
So-
Eski make the decision.
Yeah.
No. I want some
No,
support
absolutely
on this
not.
one.
It's
Oh,
a-
come
this
on!
is-
I like griefed
This
you
is
last
happening
time,
in the
man.
splittest second. There's no way.
No support.
You have no.
Okay.
This is entirely on you, my friend.
Give me a 50-50. I don't know. Can you explain me the choices again?
You feel as this energy erupts, as it begins to explode for everything out. For this entire time you've been fighting, you felt your essence, your being pulled towards it. And now as it is separated out, you feel that connectivity, but you feel it centered on you, as if at a moment's notice you could move this and force it into yourself, should you choose.
Okay, the energy. Does it feel necrotic? Does it feel radiant? Does it?
Radiant. It's blood magic.
Radiant
You know what
blood
it
magic's
is.
Radiant?
You know what
so it's blood.
caused
So I
it.
know it's blood magic. So I know it's blood
Yeah.
magic. Okay,
Yeah.
I would never force it into myself. So what is the option outside of that? Is there a way to channel it to the
What would you want to channel
to
it
the
to?
next life? I'd want to try and channel it to where it should be, to the Shadowfell.
You could
or
certainly release
something.
it, yeah.
But I don't want to release it just like explosively. I want to try and like put it to rest.
It's already
as much as
exploded. At this
possible.
point, it's allowing it to go.
And I have no indication of what will happen if I do any of these two things.
No.
Respect.
Oh my god, I don't know. I'm in so much confusion. This is the hardest choice in the world. To release or to channel into self. Into self just sounds like I'm just gonna. But is channeling into self a selfless act? Does it feel selfless? How does Pod feel about it? Do I feel chaos? Do I feel? I need to understand if this in this split second would it feel like a selfless act to take this into himself, or would it feel like a selfish act to do so?
Do you want to understand that from me, or is that something you want to work out?
You could tell
I
him
mean,
that.
I don't know if you can tell me that or not.
What does Pod think or know the energy is?
I mean, I know it's radiant. I know it's blood magic. I know that it's just exploded. That it's the souls of thousands of people coalesced into one place. But I have no idea what will happen if it was to just be released. I have absolutely no idea what would happen if it was to just be released. Are my only two choices to channel it into myself or into
No,
someone
if you
else?
want to give me another option, you are the conductor to this orchestra of energy currently.
I think with
that's
a
what a
20
natural
and
20
high
gets you on this
perception,
roll.
I want to channel it into Quan.
Oh my.
He seems completely unscathed by all of this,
Oh.
That is
He's-
true. That is true.
and
Oh.
I don't
Okay.
know. I just
Oh my.
Oh.
I have to channel it somewhere. It's either nowhere or into something
Let's
slash
see.
someone.
Are you gonna kill my character on my birthday? Is that what's gonna happen?
Hey, I can resurrect you
Before-
somehow.
Before
It's fine. We'll find a
Catherine's
way.
here.
Quan's about to pop like a balloon.
I mean, that
On-
would be a smart
Falls
choice.
asleep.
Constitution
It's an immovable
saving
object.
throw.
Me?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Can I?
As all of you
is
see
it
the
too
energy
much to
swirl,
bless
it's
him?
under to as Pod uses the energy. The rest of you, like Atlas and Casimir, you get blasted by this, and as you kind of come to or like see with your eyes, you see Pod swirling it round and almost like gathering it up, Kamehameha shoots it at Quan.
On 1 HP, blood streaming out of his eyes. He's just like, no.
Literal spirit bomb.
Okay.
he just screams at the moment. Save me, Barry! No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, is that Misfits? Did you just reference Misfits?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Holy
That's a
moly.
That's a 13. Damn.
Okay. Up until this point, you've been impervious to what's happening, and even now, as this energy flows
He's still
into you,
impervious. I don't know what you're talking about.
it is strange. It is. You begin to hear words that make no sense as thousands of people's memories, emotions begin to flow through your mind. Their connection to the Kai, their connection to the greater cosmos, their connection to each other is something that you haven't realized you've been missing until now. But it's something that completely absorbs your entire being. And Quan falls unconscious on the ground.
Oh man.
Hey, it's normal, guys. It's normal. I do it all the
It happens
time.
all the
It just
time.
happened.
I'll say, it
Like,
happens a
Let's not-
lot.
let's, and
it's
again.
not unusual, as Tom Jones may say. You know.
We've had people bleed out their eyes. We've had people throw up radiant puke. This is like,
And what
you know,
the energy
It's
just
not
Tuesday.
unusual to be hit by enough blood magic to kill Savras.
yeah, the energy slams into Quan.
It wasn't quite
flows
enough.
out the back, and Quan kind of some of it seems to dissipate, but some of it falls, and it begins to just swirling above where Quan is lying.
Mercy just
How about
turns to Pod and in their wind chime changeling voice. They just say, Pod, what have you done?
He just. It was like a split-second decision. He almost feels like he doesn't know what came over him. He just went for what seemed like the most intelligent decision. He doesn't even say anything at the time. He just immediately runs over to Guan and attempts to stabilize, heal. Guan on 0 points of HP. Like, what's happening, Guan?
I'm not at liberty to display that information.
What do you mean? Yeah, you're just an odd.
No.
Quan's breathing.
Oh,
Okay, well,
no.
that's a start.
Can I try and read the weave?
Can I try and wake up, please?
Wake up.
No,
Word.
you can attempt to read the weave.
Mainly, I want to know if Quan has a destiny now.
Quan has. So you can make
Okay,
a
I
roll.
got a natural 19.
You know.
Okay, yep,
he
make
has
a percentage
huge
dice.
destiny.
56.
The biggest destiny
Magnificent
you've
destiny.
ever seen.
26.
56.
There are innumerable strands connecting Quan to the weave, as if thousands of destinies are now represented and affected by him, not just his own.
Okay. Mercy just shakes the head and says, I see it all now. I see it all.
You've probably never seen this many strands connected to a single entity that's not a divine figure.
Jesus Christ. We've turned
I
Quan
just-
into Jesus
Nat
himself.
20 ascend Quan into a
God,
god.
Quan
Just
is
ascended Quan. The white energy, like swirling above Quan, is it like tangible? If Casimir like staggers up to it, like is it like just there? Is it a physical
Yeah.
thing?
It's a physical thing, but if you try to touch it, it feels like fog passing through.
Yeah. What does it feel like? Like cold, warm,
No, warm.
warm.
Mm.
Oh,
One suddenly looks like Hercules Hades.
does it kind of feel how, you know, when Mateus like got absorbed into that divine barrier on Tyr's temple? Does it kind of feel like that?
Yeah.
Uh,
You're interpreting more out of this than I am. I don't know what it means. What's in the
God.
box? What's in the box?
Let us get Quan up. We should leave this place and deal with consequences.
Pod is still almost like silent in a way.
Oh.
Like he's kind of doesn't understand what just happened. Like
can I kneel down and try to I'm going to place my hand on Quan's chest. And I'd like to attempt to use my feature Vitality Shift. And shift.
Okay.
And I think rather, because I have 1 HP, I think what Chasm is, because we've seen like people try to like heal Quan, right? And like all that. He doesn't feel like he's 1 HP. I want to go the other way, thinking maybe he's like, is it like an overload of energy?
Are you trying to steal? Is that possible via Vitality Shift? Could
I'm
you take life
trying
from
to
someone else?
share the load, as it were.
Okay. Casimir, as you opened yourself up to
Has
that
to be
channel,
a willing creature, however.
that energy inside, you feel you are the drip of a leaf dropping into a reservoir.
Yeah.
You could try.
It wouldn't even matter.
And I've just told Quan what it means and what they can do. And you'll have to wait a week to find out, because I think they might need some time to work out what they want to do.
Oh boy.
God,
I don't even know what your
now.
message means, my guy. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What's happening?
I think you just became a god.
My spell means what it. Sorry, my message means what it means. And if we want to talk about anything else, we can. But for now, you need to look at all of the options and decide what you're doing. And there are quite a few options. And for everybody else, that was an interesting session.
Oh,
We'll leave it there. Thank you for watching.
fucking hell.
Jesus. Also, props to Arvis for 1v2ing the bad guys for us. Thanks, Arvis.
Atlas.
Atlas. Sorry. Whoops.
Yeah.
The paralyzed crit was pretty good as well. Like,
I'm not sure I did any damage to them at all.
I helped.
you did loads. Not the bit. No, but they were like mages. They had 35, 38 HP. They were just far away. This wasn't
I
the
was
main
very
combat.
angry at them.
Yeah,
This
we've
isn't the only
put a
combat you're
lot of
probably
shit
gonna
into this
have.
combat.
I might at least need a short rest before the next one.
Yeah.
So I feel like it could be slightly helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I reckon the other guys will too, because they'll be burying Lauren or something. Or Nalos or fucking Brom or Pazol. We can all short rest together and cry. We can bury Quan.
Yeah. Maybe they have some healing potions we can steal.
Maybe they have some
Quan
healing
can fucking
potions.
bury us.
Or they can bury us. Yeah. Yeah.
Very injured.
Good. Well, great. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
for
everybody.
tuning in for that delightful session. See you next week, and let's all manifest. Happy birthday, Sai. Love
Happy
that
birthday,
for
Oh
you.
yeah, happy birthday.
Thanks,
As a
guys.
birthday gift, you just became a god.
Yeah.
It's what you've always
So,
wanted.
Have fun
sorry
with
for
that
the slight
one.
technical problems,
Yeah.
and we'll catch you all soon.
Bye 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 bye.
Now, baby, I do what I'm told. Still learning to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line. Yeah, you got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing, you're my lucky strike. Love the